Hello. Welcome back. Today we're just going to be recapping the video that I did for AGDQ because I think it's kind of fun. I've done these for a couple of hot fixes now, and I think it's kind of fun going over the mental and like the behind the scenes stuff when talking about these runs, like especially when you're watching it live. I think there's a lot of like details that you really don't get um, without like the runner's perspective, and so I kind of enjoy doing things like that. Um, oh yeah, I do see both Hayes and Cam in the crowd shot. Uh, Looking grouchy for the people stealing the couch because I didn't get to talk to production and tell them that you were allowed to have the couch, which is really annoying. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. Um, so yeah, we're gonna recap the video. It'll be fun. Um, yeah. So why are we doing this through Twitch instead of YouTube? And the answer is a simple. I want to see what chat was saying, and I've been informed that chat was sub only in this specific instance, so it may be less exciting than reading chats on previous runs. Because I got some pretty solid gold out of chats on the uh, trans day and non-binary day runs. Um, my personal favorite being, I think, three different thirst comments that were deleted by mods on the non-binary day one, and I was like, that was an accomplishment. Like, I feel like I did myself justice on that. Um, Steve, why is that something you care about? Well, it shouldn't be, but listen, I I spent 30 fucking years of my life thinking I was extremely unattractive, and now I have boobs, and I want attention sometimes. Anyway, um, so yeah, we're gonna be going over the AGDQ run recap, and before I get into the run itself, oh thank you Zula, and also thank you Weird. Um, I Okay, just as a little bit of background on this, before we get started here, is that when I'm not sure why this worked out the way it did, but we were on the stage ready to do the run for probably like 30 minutes ish before we actually did the run. So, admittedly, nerves were kind of like building up, and it was pretty good in the sense that like, thank you, Hayes. It was pretty good in the sense that like getting acquainted with the feel of the stage is a really really good thing to have. However, I think the amount of time that we were on the stage was a little bit overkill in the sense that like at some point it goes beyond comfort and into okay, I just want to get started and like that sort of level of anxiety. But overall, I think they have a really good system. And if you weren't at the venue watching, you wouldn't need you wouldn't know. But like the way they do it is they have a single like big stage, but with a divider through the center, and so they can effectively set up a second run and get it ready to go while the first run's already airing. And then that way there's less downtime between um, run one finishing and run two starting. And then as soon as run one is finished, after a set amount of time, they can kind of get it set it up pretty quick. So it's actually like a really, really cool system. And I'm glad that they do it that way because it's so much better for a runner to be able to sit on the stage and kind of soak it up a little bit than it is to sit backstage and then suddenly you're called and you have to like get everything set up. as soon as possible. So I'm really glad that they do have this split stage set up the way that they do. That being said, we were on the stage for quite a while, and I was kind of like struggling to think of how I was going to open it up. But anyway, without further ado, I'm probably gonna roll through the opening comments and stuff, and get right up to the start of the run, and then we're gonna talk about that a little bit, and then we'll keep going through the run itself. But I did want to watch this back first, and so thank you for joining on this little adventure.
Pittsburgh, chat, please give a super giant welcome to Behemoth Steve, running Hades 2 all weapons.
Cerberus, I don't think we're on hotfix anymore. Alrighty, welcome. I'm Behemoth Steve. We're going to be running Hades 2 today. We're going to be running all weapons, which means we are going to beat this game not once, not twice, but 6 times in a row. So hope y'all are looking forward to that. But of course, we need to start with some introductions. First of all, I can think of nobody who better represents the word faith than the very one and only Frozen Flygon.
Hey everyone, honored to be here.
I am extremely lucky to have the world record holder in both the all weapons underworld and all weapons surface category on the couch here. It is Webs2D.
Hello. I've been known to play a game or two.
And of course, BD. BD, you have been somebody who, like, I feel like I didn't get to know very well until, like, very recently.
Answer your
and
question
yet
in a
you've
second,
been,
Zula.
like, my biggest mentor for this whole week. And so thank you very much. Everybody give a warm welcome to BD.
Thank you. Welcome to 6 p.m. on Saturday in a garden in hell.
You know it. And of course, I can't get away without giving some respect to the host with the most passion that I have ever known. We have Quacksilver taking us through. Alrighty, so as Quacksilver kind of like explained it earlier, we're going to be doing an all-weapons run, and it is alternating regions. And so you see that little bar at the bottom of your screen that says, you know, Underworld or Surface. That basically is going to decide whether or not I'm going to be up or down on any given run. So let's say, right now, I think it looks kind of like we're taking Surface first. Let's say I get through on this first weapon. I end up back in the crossroads. If y'all have voted under, then I'm switching back to under. And if I get back to the crossroads after that and it's changed again, then we're going back up. So you make me flip and flop as much as you want, but we're taking the last 2 to make sure that we get at least one of each. We're going to be using our last 2 aspects. The 5th one is going to go for the surface, and the 6th one is going to go for the underworld. And that's because I think those 2 aspects will be a much bigger show on those respective routes. Alrighty.
Okay, so to answer your question, Zula, yeah, I use a DualSense controller. It is specifically a purple DualSense controller that was gifted to me by my mods, Lucifer and Great Canadian Gamer, as a gift for my first ever hotfix run, which was Trans Day of Visibility last year. And so I love it. I love it to bits. Like not only for how it feels and everything, but it has a lot of sentimental value to me. And so it was really nice to be able to not only was it nice to have that like familiarity with it and having it being my controller, but knowing that it holds that weight of like this was the controller I took into my first ever run, my first ever like hotfix run, and now it was my first ever live on stage run, and so it was very meaningful just to have that. This intro and stuff. So, tuned in just to be called out. I'm sorry. I like to show appreciation. So yeah, with this intro, like, admittedly, I was super nervous. Like, of course, you know, why wouldn't I be? It's my first ever time on the stage. and being in the time slot that I was in was like very daunting. Um, Specifically going right after Elden Ring Night Rain, um, which was being run by some of the guys who inspired me to speedrun in the first place. And then after that is Silk Song, and then after that is Adef, who also inspires me as a creator. So it's like there was a lot of like very meaningful um, occurrences to me in that time slot, and it it was just uh, it was a lot more than just being up on the stage and having 50,000 people watching me online, which is also an incredible feeling all on its own. But to know that I was doing this run for right beside people who convinced me to speed run in the first place, even if they didn't necessarily know it. Um, and so there was a lot of like I'm gonna turn off ads for the stream today. Um, there was a lot of like nervousness around that, and so I think it kind of comes through in my explanation stuff a little bit. Like I was a little bit shaky, but that specific intro, the "Hey Cerberus, I don't think we're on hotfix anymore." Initially, I was planning on starting my run over at like the intro spot where like Melanoe first comes back from a run, and then saying addressing Phrenos instead of Cerberus. Um, and so that was my initial game plan, was I was gonna say, "Hey Phrenos, I don't think we're on hotfix anymore." But then we were allowed to have the giant crochet Cerberus on stage, and then I was like, "Oh my god, it's an actual dog," which is great because the reference was to the Wizard of Oz. And speaking of actual dogs, I should have my Cerberus plushie watching with us. Um, uh, was a reference to the Wizard of Oz. Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Um, and the story behind the Cerberus is hilarious, and I will get to that a little bit later in the one where it's a little bit more relevant. But suffice it to say, like the short version of the Cerberus story is that we didn't get the green light for Cerberus to be on stage until that morning. So like I didn't know that he was gonna be there until Saturday morning. So that was pardon me, an incredible surprise. Um, Another super important note, because right up until the last moment I was planning on having the intro with Phrenos instead of Cerberus. That's why I changed all the familiar skins back to the regular version, because I didn't want to open petting a Phrenos that's not his natural look, so that people wouldn't be spoiled, especially because I'd be just drawing attention to it. I think like on a run, especially with the Rocky skin that I use, it's probably not going to be that obvious. But I did want to avoid being like very blatant with spoilers. And I talked about this a little bit the other day, but throughout the week, at least once a day, I would talk to somebody about my run, whether they would ask like, "Hey, what are you running?" Whatever. Like when you're walking around with a runner badge that says, "Hello, I am doing a speed run at this event," people are naturally gonna ask, right? And I think at least once a day, I would have at least one person, pardon me, at least one person be like, "I'm interested in your run, but I haven't played the game yet, and I don't want to get spoiled, so I won't be watching." Which, like, as a runner, that's kind of difficult to hear, especially as a first-time runner, to have people blatantly tell you that they're not going to be there to watch it. That's a little hard to deal with. And so that was definitely sitting in the back of my head when I was like, I'm gonna I'm gonna change all the familiar skins back to normal so I have the least amount of spoilery stuff possible, but the reality is it wouldn't change people's minds. So I don't know. Because at that point, if they've already decided that they're not tuning in, they're not going to show up anyway. Anyway, that's a little bit of background. As for what we're going to be doing with the intro initially, and then why I forgot Rocky. Because you can't change their skins when they're out and about. You have to have them sitting at their regular place, and then I just forgot to pick them back up again. And I'm sure when I do my run intro, I glaze right over it and don't notice. But anyway, let's keep going.
So now let's tell you, I'm going to take a little bit to walk you through the path that we're going to be taking. We're going to be starting with the Hell Skull, then going over to the Nyx Coat. After that will be the Circe Staff, and then the Eos Torch. Next up will be the Nurgle Axe, and then finally the Artemis Blades. We are going to be using this Altar of Ashes for all 6 runs in a row. We're going to be starting with the Poseidon Keepsake on both Hell and Nyx, and then we'll be starting with the Zeus Keepsake on both Circe and Eos, and we will be starting with the Aphrodite Keepsake on both Nurgle and Artemis. We are using pansexual colors. Holla! Alrighty, and finally, let's talk a little bit about our Oath of the Unseen. This is the oaths that we're going to be running for the surface route, and then for the underworld route,
You're probably
we're just going
right,
to be adding
Weird.
in shadow. So since we're just about to get started, Quacksilver, who's winning right now?
Well, before we begin, I do have to call out that we just raised $1.8 million for PCF.
The run's not even started yet.
This is
Keep it going.
This is so good.
Wow.
This is so good.
Y'all are
Only
killing it.
$100K to go for Silk Song, y'all. And some of those donations have selected that we will be starting our run on the surface.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
Upsies first, downsies later. Alrighty, y'all. Now, to make sure that this run is indeed valid, we are going to be saluting this oath of...
Oh my god, this gives me life. Oh man, I've never seen Steve before, but I'm loving her vibe. What a legend. Thank you. Thank you, Celeste Shepherd. Thank you, Cuttlefishy, saying I look great. Gonna lock in and watch this run. Like, oh my god, this is cool. Go unseen. Oh my god. I've been to hell and back to hell and back, and yeah. Really enjoying all the NB representation. Oh, homie, you didn't even know. I'm still on the Spirens, and I didn't mind being spoiled. I wish I could have been in the crowd. I live in Pittsburgh, and I tried to go, but it was sold out so fast. It really was, like, so fast. The registration and shit, like, it was nutty.
the unseen, and we are going to head through the gate. Normally, we do a little bit of some, let's go trans rights action, but since all 4 of us right here are non-binary, we're going to start off with some NB rights. How does that sound, Chad? Are you all ready to cheer for that?
Let's go.
And then when we do our first Underworld run, then we'll do trans rights. How does that sound?
Woo!
Alrighty, let's get started. Start that timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go, y'all.
NB rights.
NB rights.
Oh, Unky Poseidon
NB rights.
coming through.
This is blessed already.
All right.
Yeah, Webb, you want to tell us what some of the boons we're looking for up front here?
Ooh, for Hell specifically, it's Poseidon, Poseidon, and Poseidon.
Oh, got it. All right, cool. Easy enough. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so what we're looking for on Hell specifically, we're looking for a legendary. It's called King Tide, and to open that up, we want a core boon, either attack or special, and then we want 2 more secondary boons, either Slippery Slope or Hydraulic Might, or Geyser Spout and Flood Gain, and then those 2 will open up a boon called King Tide. And what King Tide does, it will make your splashes I believe, like 200% bigger. And
Oh, wow.
also do 200% more damage to individual bosses.
All right, number go up, number go up. Got it.
Lots of
Yes.
This is a very big number go up game. If you like number going up, you will very much enjoy playing Hades and Hades 2.
Hey, speaking of big number, can I have a sec?
Yes.
Oh, that was
How
too
about
perfect.
$10,000 from Fangamer?
Let's go. Holla.
Hey,
Let's go.
everybody. Fangamer here. This week of speedrunning has zoomed
By the way, I had literally never said holla in my life until I started doing this run, and I was nervous and I couldn't think of other exciting things to say that weren't fuck yeah. Anyway.
by, but it's not over yet. You have until the end of the event to shop the Fangamer AGDQ 2026 merch collection, where 100% of the profit gets turned into donations like this that directly support Prevent Cancer Foundation. Pick up a shirt, pin, badge, desk mat, mug, and more over at fangamer.com/GDQ. Thank you so much, Fangamer.
Thank you,
so much,
Fangamer.
Fangamer.
I really appreciate that. So what you saw Tara doing, taking a second to look at the map, is because this is really cool part of the surface here. You get to see all of your options at once. And so it's a dual part of you're having to decide what are all the things I want to do and in what order you want to do. Obviously, this is an RTA speedrun, so you can't just sit on the bats forever. We got to go fast. So Tara's analyzing her best path through them and the things that she wants. And so looking at the hammer, looking at even more specific boons to get what we want. And Tara's able to decide that on the fly incredibly quickly.
Yes, quick decision making in this.
Okay, so I wanna go back a little bit in time here, specifically to this hammer here.
Fangamer.com/GDQ. Thank you
So,
so much, Fangamer.
Thank you so much, Fangamer.
We
I really
we get the
appreciate
hammer
that. So
here,
what you
and my options are the relic, melting break, and rapid driver. Melting break and relic are very eh. Rapid driver is really good, but
saw Tara doing, taking a second to look at the map, is because this is
so Webbs and I both laugh when I pick rapid driver, and I want to talk about that because a couple weeks ago I did I was doing a run on hotfix for Asuka's Express Lane show. And when we were doing practice, one of the practice runs we did was on Hellskull. And I was doing the practice with Webbs and Omen. And I pick up a hammer, and it has rapid driver on it. And I pick something else, and Webbs goes, I'm surprised you didn't pick rapid driver. It's really good on Hell because, you know, it helps you. Like, not only does it shoot out the special faster, it also makes your Omega charge faster. So you can actually get it out on the field a lot more quickly. And so he's like, I'm surprised that you didn't go for it to get the faster Omega charge. And I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that it had that effect. And so then further on that same run, the second hammer pops up and rapid driver is on there, and I skip it again, and Webbs just goes, "Are you fucking allergic to rapid?" And fucking and ever since then, anytime rapid driver, like anytime I see rapid driver on like a practice run, I was like, I'm not allergic to rapid. I'm not allergic to rapid. I can take it. It's a good thing. And so when it pops here and I see it there and Webbs and I both laugh, that's why. And so that's a that's a cute little moment that I didn't even remember happening.
really cool part of the surface here.
I think most art.
Able to decide that on the fly incredibly quickly.
Sorry.
Yes, quick decision making in this category is very important. And it's what keeps, I think, most RTA runners in this game coming back. It's very varied, I guess. And it's very cool.
All right, if you're not familiar with Hades 2, you might not actually be that familiar with the aspect that Tara is playing with right now, the aspect of Hell. Webbs, can you tell us a little bit about how the aspect of Hell actually works?
Yeah, sure thing. If you've played Eris Rail, in the first game. It's kind of like that, but they made it a little worse in a way.
Fair.
What Hell does, normally its normal attack, it'll shoot out 3 little shots, and then it'll repeat that constantly. But if you hold down your special button, you'll do a move called an Omega Special, which you'll see here in a bit.
All right.
And that will activate a form called the Valkyrie form. And you'll see you can just hold down attack
Yeah,
now. And
that's awesome.
it's a great way to get your DPS up there.
Yeah, we're getting into our first boss fight here, Polyphemus. And so Terra's just honestly just going to absolutely melt the health here. So you're not going to see the mechanics as much, but basically can summon adds here, is going to be stomping around, but we're able to kind of dash through it to dodge those things. Also, Terra has a barrier that's blocking stuff. There's certain times where Polyphemus is invulnerable, so you have to be paying attention to that. But anyway, she's going to beat it before I have a chance to say anything else, so get ready to clap.
Nice.
Big claps.
Thank you,
I'll get
Court.
4. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with
Yeah,
that.
not bad, not bad.
It's just that easy.
Just hit.
Just hit.
Sad.
Just
Just
hit.
get the stuff.
All right, so we've actually got 2 of our ingredients for King Tide already. We've already got both the flood gain as well as the attack, so all we're missing right now is Slippery Slope, really.
All right,
Nice,
that's
not
looking
bad.
good. Slippery slope. And headed into the ship area here. I think this area is really, really cool. Basically, you're on the Rift of Thessaly. You go through these very linear parts of the ship, but then you can have different choices of turning the wheel to pick one boon or the other. Like you see, want to talk about Fig Leaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fig Leaf is one of the keepsakes you get here. In this case, it's the keepsake from Dionysus, and its trait is once you level it up fully, once per region you have it, there'll just be no enemies. It'll be a free room. So
This game is so easy to just hit the bots. So true, Angelus. Okay, sorry. I want to highlight this comment. I would wonder why Hell Skull over Media Skull. Because Media sucks and it's boring. If you want my honest opinion, I find Medea Skull to be an incredibly boring aspect that I just don't enjoy playing. And it's not even just Medea either. I truly do not enjoy Mel Skull or Persephone that much either. I find all 3 of the base skulls to just have a playstyle that I find, pardon my French, but fucking obnoxious. And so, like, when Hell Skull landed, I was like, okay, this is tolerable. And I'd been using Medea on my all weapons runs specifically because it was the least painful skull for me to use. But when Hell launched, I was like, okay, this one's at least tolerable. And now I disagree with that opinion insofar as I really enjoy Hell now. Like, I actually thoroughly enjoy this aspect. Initially, I thought, okay, it's the least shitty skull for me to play. But now I actually quite enjoy it, and I have a lot of fun with it. So it's nice to have at least one aspect on the weapon that I actually really appreciate. And so I know a lot of people are going to be like, you know, why wouldn't you use Medea? And I'm going to get that question, I'm sure, for like half the aspects that I run. Like, Hell is worse. Like, anybody who knows anything about Hades 2 speedrunning knows that Medea is the top skull. Would know that Charon is the top axe, Moros is the top flames, and Morrigan is the top blades. And why does the person at AGDQ not represent those weapons and not show those? And quite frankly, the answer is because I find them boring. Like, I just, and not even necessarily boring. Like, Charon's kind of fun, Moros is kind of fun, Morrigan's they're all kind of fun. But there are other aspects in those weapon types that I just find are so much more fun for my specific playstyle. And I'm going to get into the reason of why I pick Artemis Blades specifically a little bit later in the run. And we'll talk about it a little bit more there. But I guess all that to say, I know that people are going to be asking, why are you running suboptimal aspects? And quite frankly, I think showing off more interesting aspects, like, the reality is, go watch any other Hades like event or thing And you're gonna see a lot of Medea, you're gonna see a lot of Moros, you're gonna see a lot of Charon, and probably Morrigan if blades are related. Why should I contribute to that when it's already all there? Like I wanna put the things that I like out into the world, and I'm just gonna do them less optimally than the best runners in the world. So why am I wasting time picking something that I'm not gonna have fun with? But yeah, hell is fun. Hell is fun. I have a lot of fun on this aspect, and that's it. That is my reasoning for most of my aspect choices.
We always take it because why would you not?
Yes.
But there is actually a lot of RNG because depending on how it lines up, which room you get the fig leaf for makes a huge difference in both RTA and in-game time speedrunning.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, RNG is a huge part of this. There's also characters that can randomly
Yeah,
show
exactly,
up. We haven't
Hayes.
seen any yet, but we are absolutely going to be seeing them, later on in the run. I know me and Tara are hoping for my boy Icarus to show up.
He has not shown up for a single hotfix run of mine, so like.
Okay, he better. Hey, boy, we have a date scheduled.
Right?
Get here
Like,
on the stage.
I'm telling you, like, that boy owes me dinner at least.
He showed up plenty in practice. Surely he'll show up here.
Surely. Surely.
But I know we have a ton of donations coming in, so Quack, can you give us some of those?
Oh, absolutely. Your timing is impeccable, Court. We just crossed halfway on the Fight Zagreus incentive. $60,000
Oh my
to go.
goodness. We should say, so we had this thing planned. We were like, every 20K we get on that, we will pet our good boy Cerberus here. We've already got 3. So at the end of the runs, we'll be doing that. Thank you all so much for your donations. Let's get all 6 pets. Let's also fight Zagreus.
Let's
do
fight
it.
Zagreus, and maybe this will help. How about $2,000 from Super Giant?
Let's go! Oh my God, Super Giant Games is watching me.
The good folks at Super Giant Games say, may Hermes spur you on and moonlight guide you. Super Giant Games. Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Rolled that.
So wait, what happens if Super...
Okay, so I legit did not expect Supergiant Games to say anything on the run because I've literally heard nothing from them in the lead up to GDQ. Like, I had one person, a singular person on the Supergiant Games Discord server tag me when I was first announced as going to GDQ as a runner of Hades 2. And that same person tagged me again when the schedule was announced. And they tagged me again on the day of my run, all 3 times to say, hey, some variation of congratulations and good luck. And literally no other acknowledgement of my existence. Not only from the company itself, but like literally this person posted in the general page of the Super Giant like Hades 2 discussion or whatever, and not a single other soul responded. Like I popped in and I was like, hey, thanks, much appreciated. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do my best, like it'll be fine. But like literally no other person in the server even acknowledged my existence. So it was just such a funny thing, and I was like literally expecting nothing. And so I was genuinely surprised that they actually donated. How much did I hear from Wave Forward or Atari in advance of Frost? True. That's wild.
Super Giant Games wins the plush.
They deserve it, I would say.
By the way, you could win this. $100 minimum donation to be entered to win the boy.
The boy!
Get your $100 in, put it towards whichever Pokemon you want to make ADEF's life miserable. I've been asking staff for recommendations. Pichu, very low base stat, can't do anything about Roxanne. Shed Ninja, just think about it.
The first thing I think of though is that like, can any baby do anything against rocks?
I don't know.
Like, you're putting a baby up against a punching rock. Is that a really like good idea?
No.
No.
Do I want to see it?
Yeah.
Sorry, Ada.
No.
If you want to be truly evil in that bid war, why not? Why not is the future.
Ooh, why not?
Ooh.
Why not's good. Why not's good.
Well, I think I know why not, because why not is not great.
It's true. And so we also have these re-rolls that you've been seeing Tara go through. So we can re-roll what the boon is. So rolled away from the moon here. I really like the moon, the Selene hexes, because I play High Fear, and those can be really useful.
Yes.
But in terms of speed running, it's really slow. Using hexes is very slow. So we're rolling to avoid those. And then also specifically within a menu, you can re-roll for different things. So in the boon menu, we're looking for the certain ingredients, as we were saying, for the legendary boon, or for the palms. We're trying to power up certain boons that are going to be better for our scaling.
Oh my god. Sorry, I saw somebody I recognized in chat. Oh my god, Aki! Aki was here! Aki's a fucking baller. Aki's like a high fear runner in Hades 2 who's done... I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Aki has done literally every weapon at 62 fear on both Underworld and Surface, which is incredible. Anyway.
Nice, good.
This is good.
This is looking good. Yeah.
Okay, so we really want, on our Olympus mini-boss, we really want Poseidon.
Okay, listening. Hi, Eris. What's up?
Sorry.
Anyways.
Hey, chat, please donate and tell us your opinions on whether or not you think the Millennium Eris relationship is healthy.
Okay, hold on. Can I make a shout out to a Twitch chatter?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I was running this game for non-binary day on Hotfix, I was kind of talking about how I headcanon that Eris is actually non-binary, because if you were to ask her what her gender is, she would probably say whatever makes you most angry. And someone in the chat, like, in no time at all, just goes, yeah, Eris identifies as a problem. And I have never, like, no chatter has ever been smarter than that human being. And so shout outs to you.
Honestly,
he's gone. See you later.
Yeah.
Wow, absolutely crushed that.
Aki
Yeah, really
high
fun
fear
if you played
goated.
the first game. You have the
And
Eris roll.
high
It's my
fear
favorite
goated,
weapon.
true.
So getting to the surface and seeing her using that against you is really just a fun reveal. It was awesome.
Oh, absolutely. And I think the fact that we're using the Hell Skull too, which is kind of the closest thing you
Yeah.
can get to the gun in this, is kind of like a cool little shootout.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
What do I feel like running here? We'll do Hermes, I think.
Ooh, okay.
One thing that I personally like about Hades 2 is that there are a lot of different ways you can go fast.
Yeah.
There are so many different keepsakes that fit so many different individual situations. There's things like the Hermes, which speed things up. There's the Icarus keepsake, which gives you another hammer. There are, as we said, we've seen the Dionysus keepsake. We have the Athena keepsake if you would like an extra boon from Athena. There really are so many different options, and there isn't a wrong choice in terms of safety, as long as you have a plan and you know what you want to get out of it. It really does kind of open things up for a different set of options and really lets you kind of play around and try different play styles and different ways of getting from point A to point B.
I love seeing
Yeah,
everybody
absolutely.
agree with the Eris
Tara
thing.
has been such a mentor to a ton of the Vitals in the Hades 2 thread. And
Shout
I'm
out
one
to
of
the
those
Hades
people.
2 thread.
That's true. I love that plays.
Yeah.
But you can play this game however you want. You can speedrun this game however you want. Keep getting better and better. Hi, Fig Leaf. That was great.
Ooh,
that was a
I'm
good
okay
fig
with
leaf.
That, one, yeah.
That was a really nice
I'll
one.
take that one.
I think it's time for a couple donations here.
Absolutely.
Oh, never mind. Sorry about that.
Everybody boo this man.
Boo this
man.
He's the worst. Thank you.
Okay, now we can cheer for donations. My bad.
Yeah, there we go.
To be honest, Eris complaining about how the rail takes too long to reload in our fight made me feel really vindicated about disliking it in the original game. 100%. I love that. I truly do. Because, yeah, I was not a huge fan of the gun either. My favorite weapon in Hades 1 was the fists, specifically Demeter fists. I really enjoyed those. The gun was very antithetical to my playstyle. So I didn't really jive with it very much, but yeah, I totally relate to that. Before this run, we had kind of talked as a group about how are we gonna react to different NPCs showing up? Because from a real time perspective, it is a time loss to get Heracles, Icarus, Artemis, or Nemesis on a run. Nemesis with a couple exceptions. But it is a time loss in real time to get those NPCs to show up. So we kind of talked beforehand about like how we're gonna handle that situation, and I kind of said like I think it's great if we boo Heracles because I don't like Heracles, but also I do want to support the ones that I do like Icarus is my boyfriend and I love him dearly, so I definitely wanted to celebrate him. And I also wanted to celebrate Nemesis and Artemis, and so we kind of decided ahead of time that that we were gonna have like different things that we would talk about when those NPCs showed up. And so it was funny that Heracles shows up here just as we were booing Heracles in the voice call. Good. It's funny that Heracles just showed up just as Court was throwing to Quack for a donation. It's like, and so they were like, Quack, go ahead with a donation. Never mind, boo. It was very funny. I liked it.
Well, I'm going to say something potentially controversial yet brave about Heracles, and it's in the form of this donation, $25 from Cabbage Core, that says, my favorite Hades 2 character is, I can't remember the name, but the one all the bisexuals like. No, not that one, the other one.
Oh.
No, the other one. You know which one. I also have $200 from Weird They that says, Steve, I'm so glad that I found you during GDQ's Trans Day of Visibility stream last year. Joining your community and seeing you be openly and unapologetically yourself helped me work up the courage to start my own transition journey.
Nice.
And I cannot thank you
got
enough
it.
for it.
Easy game.
Keep
That is-
being
Thank you,
you,
Weird.
and
That
let's
was
get that
excellent, Tyler. Thank you
Zagreus
so much.
fight.
Thank you so much.
So yes, of course, thank you, Weird. I very much appreciated hearing that at that time, and then like your donation going up just as we got King Tide was a very hype moment. I think it was very like I felt like very invigorated. I think this is probably about the point in the run where I started getting comfortable, if I'm being fully honest. My Hades and Hades 2 playstyles have always been that one post that's like, when you consider Zagreus was trained to fight by Achilles, who was famously invulnerable, my Hades playstyle is lore accurate. Yo, that is so real. And you're gonna see it when I'm playing Nurgle and Artemis, which are my most comfortable aspects. But yes, absolutely. This is where I was kind of feeling invigorated and ready and like, okay, I am gonna conquer this challenge.
For that donation. All right, we got the legendary. We
Yeah.
popped off. This
That
is very
donation,
exciting.
that donation blessed the roll, and we now have
Yeah.
King Tide, which means these bosses are going to melt.
Yes, that
This runs
DPS
for you,
increase
homie.
on that one is insane.
Ooh, that was the wrong pick.
So is there anything
That
else
was
for-
also the wrong pick. Oh, never mind.
No.
It was.
You're never
calculated.
wrong.
Just
Every
hit.
choice you've made.
Never
Just
punch
hit.
it.
Just hit.
This is all RNG manipulation. You've never made a wrong choice in your life. So now that you have King's Tide, is there anything else you're gunning for, or we're kind of just smooth sailing to the end?
I think for the most part we're kind of smooth sailing, especially because I ended up cutting out an Olympian that I really would have liked.
Okay.
Which was Ares. Ares can give us a duo boon that basically just multiplies our waves by 2, which is kind of sick, especially when waves are doing the most of our damage here on the Super Soaker build. Which,
Yeah.
shoutouts to the Super Soaker build from Hades 1. It is back.
It's
It is back.
It's not a meme anymore.
Yeah, it's actually. What do I want Hephaestus? Nah, I don't want any of this. What am I doing?
All right.
I played this game before.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, this one.
This is my favorite
Right,
fight in the
yes.
entire game. I'm gonna be so for real. Hi, Prometheus. We've got the Eagle here, and we've got him. And so this fight is really, really cool. At times, he can predict what you're doing and dodge because he's a Titan of Foresight. He also just has a lot of really heavy-hitting attacks. And then he's got this.
Oh, time. All right. So you can memorize this, you know, like middle, top, or you could just like not.
There's a lot of people here that just got really upset.
Yeah. Have you considered just not? And shout outs to my friend the Dark Omen, who is arguably the best Morrigan player in the world. So I want to hear y'all shout for the Morrigan if you enjoy that aspect. For teaching me how to do that on a hotfix run. Like I was literally watching them do hotfix, and I said, "Wait, you can do that? You can just not?"
The number of times my runs have died to this guy
More
due
than
to
I
that.
care to admit.
Man, it's so good that you can just do that.
And there
Wow.
it goes.
There he goes.
Wow, that's mesmerizing to watch.
Okay, not even 14 minutes. We're good.
All right,
Alrighty.
heading into our last area
Yeah.
of the first run here.
I did just get really upset. Wow, so apparently level 10 Storm Ring on Cersei kind of insta-phases Charon phase 1. You mean Chronos phase 1? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, Angelus, yeah, no. The first time I saw that, I was like, why didn't I even think to try that? Well, I mean, okay, I know why I didn't think to try that, and the answer is simple, is that it is a wave of fire that lingers afterwards. You would think it's not just the initial wave and that the blue fire that lingers afterwards would also have a hitbox, but it doesn't. I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't. So, yeah, just I like Omen has said a number of times, I don't get why people don't just try it. And I think the reason is obvious. And I think it's the same reason why, and it didn't come up on this specific run, but if you've seen some Underworld speedruns, you might know that if you get sent to Asphodel in Oceanus, you can run over to the portal, activate the portal, run outside of the circle, and when the portal fully drains of energy, you get sent to the next chamber without taking the reward. And a lot of people don't know that. And the reason why a lot of people don't know that is because a lot of people don't try to find out what happens if you fail that room. Because I think the answer is obvious, right? I think the majority of people are going to sit there and think, hold on, the room is asking me to do something. If I don't do it, what is going to happen? And I think a logical person would assume that you're going to die. Like, whether that's like just losing a Death Defiance or losing the run entirely. I think the logical thing to think is, I'm going to die if I don't do the Asphodel thing. So I think it makes a lot of sense that people just kind of do it in the same way that the dodging of the Prometheus flames is not obvious to just go through it because it looks like it should have a hitbox after it, but it doesn't. Weird thing. Just a weird thing.
It's just that easy.
Yeah, just hit
Just hit.
rapidly with.
Or
water.
yes, as
Quack,
Lucifer
we are
said, it
racing
goes down
through
to
this first
zero. and
weapon.
stays
How is it
there.
looking on your end?
Yeah, well, things are looking great. We're almost to 1.82 million. Reminder, Silksong's
go.
only at 1.9. Keep that climbing. I also do want to call everyone's attention to the fact that Surface is still leading our route choice bid war.
wow.
There's only about a $270 gap between the two. So if you want to see Behemoth Steve try out the other path of this multi-path speed run, get those donations into that right now, because leg 4 of this route is going to be over before you know it.
Yeah, you're running out of time to see us kill time, so get your donations
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, and
Oh, I'm upset, all right. What the heck was that? Yeah. Have you tried not? I hate the concept of not. Wait, that was an option? Yeah. What? I never thought to dodge those, and I'm mad about it. I just got really upset. Wait, what? I'm so mad to figure out you can just dash through it. Yeah.
another heads up, the
Pardon me.
way that's going to frustrate me the most is if we do indeed do alternating paths, because I guarantee I will forget to swap something that's supposed to swap between runs. If you keep making me switch.
Yeah.
So this final area is really interesting in that you're required to fight 2 of the 3 different options of the mini bosses. It's not like a random spawn
I'm
like
mad
earlier
down.
ones.
I need to boot up the
And
game.
so this is the spawn of Typhon, and Terra just makes it look really easy. I promise that this guy is hard and hits really hard, but Terra's
Yeah.
really good at this game. If you haven't noticed, jeez,
That was a thing.
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, literally amazing.
See ya.
We definitely like prefer the other option though when we're speed running though. The twins is a lot more manageable.
The Palace of Zeus has a way of just absolutely like catching you so off guard the second you walk into one of these small rooms.
Yo, Fig Scam, let's go.
Big scam, no.
Yeah, so remember when I said that Fig Leaf has a chance per region? Do it.
You got
won't do it. You won't.
Yo, let's go! The crowd asked for beach ball.
Yeah, shoutouts to Cam right here, who said that they were gonna donate every time they see beach ball. And to double down on it and to be basically right behind me and shout beach ball right in my ear was wonderful. It was an instant like, okay, fine, I'll do it for you, Cam.
Why do we care about beach ball web? What's going on with this?
We don't. It's just.
My bad.
Yeah, no, beach ball, it's just a big meme in the community. And in any fear run, like a single run like this, it doesn't see a lot of love, but in a different category called Fresh File, we see it a lot. It's one of the big ways to build damage in that category.
Cool. Yeah, so here's the tail.
Okay, so that's one of my favorite memes from the whole thing. Was, so Webbs, why do we want to see beach ball? We don't. It's just, Webbs was so right. Like, I don't give a rat's ass about beach ball. It's just not that good. But like honestly, that's kind of what I needed to hear at that time, just to like help me relax a little bit. It was very, very funny.
Tail's also the worst one.
Tail's slow, yeah.
That was
but
that
really
was
good
really
job.
good.
Nice.
Really good job.
I'm going to call something out real quick. If you're familiar with Hades 1, you might be wondering, wait, where are the Death Defiances? And Terra's actually playing without Death Defiances, so if there's one death in this run, that is it.
Yep.
That balances out, though, in Hades 2, because in Hades 2, one of your Arcana cards is called Strength. And what Strength does is, if you give up all your Death Defiances, you will get a massive damage bonus and a massive damage reduction bonus. So it trades out the ability to die multiple times for the ability to take less damage and hit harder.
Oh.
And in fights like this, that really does make a difference for the speed run.
It does.
Unfortunately, that was foreshadowing. That's all I'm gonna say.
Typhon does the classic. You don't get to see the health bar in this fight. It is not going to matter. It's going to be over before you know it. So these phase changes basically are, you can tell how much progress you're making within the fight. Can't attack him during this. You have to clear the ads. There's these eggs that you have to clear out before they spawn into guys. As you can see, got some of the eggs broken there, but not a huge deal. Terra's going to be able to just wall up on Typhon here, get a ton of damage in. As you can see, she is just tanking a lot of this here, is very comfortable with knowing. And then Zeus shows up.
Of course, Zeus shows up to take all the credit at the end.
Yeah, that's a classic. So very vulnerable
right.
here.
Yeah.
So
every
this-
time some NB does something good, here comes some dude.
That's so true.
Real and true.
All right, so killing the eggs here, and then we're just going to be able to absolutely destroy.
no,
Oh, no, no, no.
Come on.
Oh my god.
I really tried. I tried to finesse that one. It did not work.
It's all
out.
good.
It's all
No,
good.
we're good. There is a little extra buffer here because Terra took one of the hexes called Moonwater, which is a
Yeah.
small health, and I guess if you level it up, it's actually a pretty decent health and magic refill. But for the purposes of this, it's just a nice little buffer.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That was the mistake.
Oh, that was so.
Okay,
that was
it's
Nice
fine. It's
job.
fine. We
It's
go
fine.
next. We go next.
We go
That was the rudest Typhon fight I've
Oh,
ever seen.
yeah. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait it out, and then
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna let myself finish.
we'll nitro boost through it. It's fine.
It's
We're
good.
running it back. All right. No.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so what unfortunately happened there was Typhon had a bit of a funny hitbox. I mean, I don't know. It felt like kind of a funny hitbox.
Ask that one.
Let's watch
It's
it
all
back
good.
a little
all
bit.
good.
No, we're good.
But,
there is
like-
a little extra buffer here because Terra took one of the hexes called
'Cause
Moonwater, which is a
I was feeling pretty
small
comfortable
health
at
and
this range.
if you
Like
level it up,
it's like
actually
okay,
pretty decent
85.
health and
I'm
magic
good.
refill, but for
Like,
the purposes
whatever.
of this, it's just a nice little.
But yeah. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh.
I see what happened there. Yeah, it was like the chin slam knocked me into the other orb thing that he had launched up, which knocked me into the spinny go roundy thingies. So it was a lot of like things all hitting all at once, and that was just extremely unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was in that moment, I didn't think of it as being unfortunate. I thought of the whole thing as me just being bad. Because yeah, it was a bit of a wombo combo, but certainly in that moment, I kind of thought, okay, now I just gotta.
Okay. Oh!
Oh, that was so.
That was
close.
fine. It's fine. We
It's
go
fine.
next. We go next.
That was the rudest Typhon fight I've
Oh,
ever seen.
yeah. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait it out, and then we'll nitro boost through it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
We're
good.
running it back. All right. No, not actually. What are we doing next, Quack?
Let me give you some good news. We had almost immediately the bid war became incredibly close.
Thank you.
But Underworld has pulled ahead
Woo,
by about
okay.
$500
All right.
for the next run.
Round 2.
Round 2, run it back. Except with different ones this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so going into round 2. Obviously that's a moment that kind of hit me like a freight train, and it was like, cause I went from okay, run 1 is going really really well. I'm very very happy with it. The time's looking wonderful. The build's going great. I'm feeling pretty powerful. Everything's kind of going according to plan. And then that singular wombo combo of attacks just kind of instantly bursting me from 85 health down to 7 was brutal. Like, truly. And then going into the second run, now, of course, on the back of my head is not only do I need to survive the rest of this run, I still have to prove that I'm a good speed runner. And so if I take any more deaths, I'm gonna look like an idiot. And if I play it too safe, then I'm gonna I don't know. I'm not gonna prove myself as a good runner. So so I was like, I gotta get back into this. Okay, have a good night. Thank you again, Zula, for both the follow as well as the sub, the Prime sub. Very, very appreciated. Thank you so much. And this video is gonna go up on YouTube, so you can catch it there. On Friday is when it's going to go up. So if you did want to watch the rest of it, it will be there for you anytime. But yeah, going into the second run, now I felt like I had like a whole lot more pressure on myself to perform. And I would say that pressure did... Yeah, you betcha. I'll catch you next time. I would say that pressure did a lot of negative for the Knicks run, and probably most of the Cersei run, but I think after Cersei we kind of bring it back. But we'll talk about that as
Exactly.
we get through it.
Okay, actually, we're actually doing the exact same thing. We're aiming for King Tide,
All right.
which that's going to be a key thing to note on pretty much any like Poseidon themed aspect. Where are you?
Rude. In Hades 1, we were introduced to the Adamant Rail, which is the ancient Greek version of gun. Here in Hades 2, we are meeting Zinth, the Black Coat, which is the ancient Greek equivalent of Gundam.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
You really just get to fly around. It feels so smooth. All of the aspects are unique. I love this weapon.
Also, yeah, I've seen everybody. No. By the way, chat is a little bit delayed. Whoop, kinging they tide. You know it.
First game, gun. Second game, jetpack.
Yes, exactly.
Man, ancient Greece had everything.
So this time we are taking Ares, which was cool. So as Tara alluded to earlier, there's a limited pool of gods that you can take each time. You can't just be taking different ones here and there. So it causes your builds to, diverge slightly based on which gods you're seeing show up first.
Yeah. And,
Oh, hey!
okay. Let's go lesbians
Let's
for
go
Nemesis.
lesbians.
Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we're ending our GDQ in the way that we started it. Shout out to giant women.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Nemesis is my favorite giant woman.
This is probably a good time for some donations. We're going through the shop.
Absolutely. We have a
Okay, thank you for the raid, Omen. Oh my god. We're doing a bit of a watch party for the GDQ run. Hope your runs went well. Hope they're doing well. Raw memories. Yeah, I've seen you in chat a couple of times here, Aki. Very much appreciated. I do like Jacinth a lot because it reminds me of Fist, My Beloved. You know what's funny? I kind of thought the same thing. Like, when I picked up Jacinth for the first time, I was like, ooh, it's like Fist. I'm probably going to really like this. And while it was my second favorite for a while, it's definitely fallen off for me in terms of appreciation. Like, Blades is my favorite overall. Like, overall weapon type is just Blades. I love my daggers. To me, they're the closest feeling to fists in terms of their rapid attacks. But yeah, Fist Your Beloved. That's a different streaming site. True.
$100 here from Griffin Moth. He says, loving the NB energy on the stage right now. Thank you for being yourselves and inspiring other NBs like
all
me.
because of Beach
Moonlight guide you, Tara.
Oh, thank you.
We also have $100 here from Just a Friendly Shade.
Oh, no.
Friendly Shade says, less melanoma, more Malinoe. Death to Kronos and death to Cancer.
Yo.
And with that, we have crossed $70,000 on the fight Zagreus incentive.
Oh my God.
Only 50K to go, y'all. Keep up the energy.
Okay.
Flames used to be my least favorite. Now it's tied with Ko for my favorite. Hell yeah. I'm thinking I'm turning into a skull apologist. I respect your opinion, even though I disagree with it. NB Energy, fuck yeah.
Everybody remind me when we're near Cerberus to pet Cerberus because I will autopilot away.
Okay, sounds good. We got Arachne here. Arachne gives you different dresses that do different things. There's an achievement for bringing a dress all the way to the end and winning with it. I do not have that
I
achievement
also do
yet.
not have this.
If only I knew somebody who made a video on an easy way to do that.
Oh my gosh, can you introduce me to them sometime?
Yeah. Their name's Behemoth Steve and they suck.
Oh, hey!
For real though, if you want a nice easy way to, why did I pick that up? I don't need it at all. If you want a nice easy way to actually clear that,
Clown car.
Cersei is the easiest way to go because double the cast means double the lock the enemies in place. So I definitely recommend if you want an easy way to take it all the way to the end, start with Cersei. You don't even need to upgrade the aspect that high. Like the real benefit you get from it in terms of that run is to just lock enemies in place with the double cast. And we'll go over that in the next run because we're gonna be running Cersei, but oh, come on.
All right, so we've got our mentor Hecate here as the first fight, basically as a test to make sure you're strong enough to continue to keep going. Don't get sheeped.
Don't get sheeped.
Don't get sheeped.
No, I almost miscounted. That would have been funny.
So yeah, if she hits you with that, you just turn into a sheep or a pig or, you know, other various.
rat, a ratal?
Or a ratal.
There is.
Cersei double the cast. 3. Uh-huh. Yup. I was thinking the other day, because my community, for those of you who have not watched it, there was a GDQ, an AGDQ spelling bee, run by the Frame Fatales, and I participated in it. And there is a specific voice clip that my community is asking that I include as a voice clip on stream. And eventually I will go and cut it and add it. And the specific voice clip just goes, "That's a cow." And so what I was thinking was that'd be a nice little chat button to have whenever I get sheeped. I think that would be kind of cute. So, I don't know. Something I've been thinking about. Let me know what you think.
Yeah. Shoutouts Ratal.
But we're not worried about that.
Also,
nice job.
go watch
There
that
is an
spelling
achievement
bee.
for
It was
killing one
fucking
of the enemies
hilarious.
while you are turned into an animal, and that took me forever to figure out how to do.
Okay, there's a common speedrunning tech actually where we take a specific hero boon in Erebus, which is called Browsing Reception. And what that does is whenever enemies spawn while your cast is in place, it does like a set amount of damage to all the enemies that spawn at that time. And it often one-shots witches. So what a lot of people do is you actually drop the cast while you're dodging the moon ball, and then they all just instantly die, and everything's fine. Every single time I have attempted that, I have gotten sheeped in the middle of it, and so suddenly I am a small sheep fighting Hecate.
Oh boy.
It's not fun. It's not fun. I don't
It's
recommend.
funny. It's funny.
True. And humor is what I'm here for.
All right, Quack, let's give some more donations.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned petting the dog, and unsurprisingly, the internet has reacted.
Yay.
We have $100 here from KDT saying, Zagreus is great, but Cerberus is better. Let's get a donation train going to Pet the Dog.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
And
100%.
reminder, this is a $100 minimum donation, and you will be entered in to win this guy right here. It's a prize.
It's a prize.
He's a
Also,
good boy.
Mini Boss Fig Leaf, let's go.
Awesome.
Oh,
Love
true.
to see it. $300 here from Tom Jackson saying, good luck to Behemoth Steve on the Hades 2 run.
Hi, Zach.
Donating $100 for each head of Cerberus, who is
Do I ever play music on stream? All the time. I am always blasting music on stream. Cersei, oop, yeah. I mean, not on this specific one, because obviously we're watching something. Oh, like my guitar? Well, I do want to pick up the guitar again eventually. It has been a hot minute. But I have been thinking about trying to learn some songs again. It's been a while, but I would like to. If I do get more time, I would like to get back to that. It's been a while. Go on EP. We'll check the VOD out later. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you, Weird. Very much appreciated. So one thing I did want to talk about earlier is like. Me and Webbs, it is our first time on GDQ stage here. And that comes with a lot of like pressure in the sense that there's a lot of things that you have to think about. Fortunately, both BD and Frozen Flygon are very, very familiar with events, and so it was extremely relieving to have the two of them on couch because they were very good at throwing over to Quacksilver for donations and making it so that I didn't have to, because that would have been an extra layer of stress that I don't know if I could have handled. So yeah, shout outs to the two of them for really helping us out and giving Webbs and I the space to explain things.
Working
got
to
it.
see Zacharias tonight.
Give it up for Beach Ball.
Give it up for Beach Ball.
Let's go.
Sure. Give me money. I'll take it.
We're rolling. Remember, there's only one head of Cerberus that you can pet.
That's critically important.
Wait, but there's 4 of us.
I'll have to figure that out.
Oh wait. You mean like the lore one, which is yes, the last
Yes, the
one.
other 2 bite.
But that's the farthest one from me. How am I supposed to speedrun and pet the dog at the same time?
Good question.
You'll figure that out.
All right. Yes, BD.
You said that in a way I was not comfortable with.
I'm sorry. I was going for a yes chef vibe. Is that not what you
No,
want?
we'll roll with it. We'll go.
Okay. I don't want those. Sure, Nitro's fine. Travel deal was better. Here's the fun part about RTA is that often you have to make decisions on like the fly, and oftentimes those decisions are wrong, and you realize it immediately afterwards and go.
Look, it's better to make a decision quickly than make no decision at all.
Absolutely.
True.
All right, so in the Sirens, I think this fight is so cool thematically. So as you're going through the previous area, you're hearing the song, you get a preview of it, and you're basically at a rock concert, but you're punching all of the musicians very quickly.
Yeah, like you do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so as you clear the health of each one, their part like diminishes in the mix. It's just an incredible audio experience if you're playing the game. Like super.
My fucking face when that boiler exploded and I watched my health just drop.
Does just such an incredible job with audio design.
Yeah.
So, and you see it here.
Yeah. There are
And-
some people who say this is the best skill in the Siren song, and they're wrong, but they can say
Oh,
that.
what's right? Maybe the donor should tell us.
You're
Yeah,
never
like,
gonna believe this, Court.
Oh, it's like we planned this,
It's
but
so
I didn't.
good. I have $234 here from Stay Gay. Stay Gay says,
Incredible name. Let's go.
$1 for every hour I have in Hades 2, most of which was spent listening to the musical stylings of Scylla and the Sirens. Personally, Bewitching Eyes is my favorite.
Me too!
song
This is the
in
correct
Hades
answer.
2, but
I
I'm
am
open
so
to
sorry
other
for your
donations
incorrect
letting
answer.
me know why other Scylla songs are better. It seems like the couch here is pretty unified that Scylla and Malinois are endgame, and I can prove it. But if you disagree, get in the donations.
Yeah, if you want to be on the right side of history with a rock in a hard place like me, then that's what I want to hear. And I don't want to hear anybody saying, "Oh, Steve, if you like rock in a hard place so much, how come you never run Rivals?"
That is exactly what I sound like. You're right. All right, this area is really interesting. On the jetpack, it's very fun to zoom
That was a playful nudge at somebody who has called me out for that before. Anyway, moving along.
around. But basically, all of the boons are littered around, and casually you can go up to the tree, and it'll show you where all of them are, and you can see where everything is. But we're trying to go as quickly as possible. And Tara's very familiar with all the different like
Thank
layouts and
you,
everything.
Hayes.
Yeah, there's the tree. So you light it up, can see where all the rest of the boons are. There's like minor goals here, and then it shows you the ending and all the things that you have to hit. It can be really challenging in the speedrun to know exactly the best path to do it. But again, you just got to keep running, keep rolling.
Yeah. And
Nice job.
Oh, that was. Excuse me. What is? Okay,
Just hit.
just hit. Ooh, Grievous. I should have rarefied that.
It's fine.
My hands are too fast. My hands too fast for my mind.
Echo is awesome. Has some really unique abilities for us here. And the benefit of this is, we're also getting to move forward without having to do a fight. But probably a good time for some more donations while she clears out this room.
Absolutely. Well, we were talking about a rock and a hard place earlier, and I'd like to remind everyone about some of the difficult decisions you have in front of you, namely picking 8F's main in the upcoming Pokemon Emerald Run. Now, currently, Magikarp is in the lead by almost
Platypus,
$1,000,
good
but
pick.
that's actually not that bad. If we really want to bully 8F, We've got some recommendations coming in. Pichu.
Yes.
Shedinja.
Yes.
I am once again going to the mat for my boy, Why Not?
Yes.
All of these are more powerful, and by powerful, I do mean painful for 8F, than Magikarp.
We gotta save Magikarp for Watson, everyone.
Yeah,
Come on. Come on. We're
of
fighting
course-
Roxanne first.
Of course, no matter what you are donating towards when you go to gdq.gg/donate, it is also pushing us ever closer to Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Let's go.
Only about, and you're never going to believe this, $67,000
Oh my
to
God.
go
Oh
on
my
that.
God.
That's close. Let's get it.
Yo. Okay.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
You're a good boy. You're a good boy. I'm so sorry. Okay, this eventually becomes positive. I promise. If you're not familiar with the story of Hades 2, the reason why we're beating up Cerberus is eventually a good one. Don't ask any further questions.
So yeah, again, we have an alternating phase of the time where Cerberus is up and then have to clear out these ads, and then Cerberus comes back. Trying to do that as quickly as possible,
Yeah.
prep all the things we need to, and Cerberus is going to come back up.
This is my favorite boss fight in the game because once you learn the patterns, it really is just, you just wail on him as hard as you can, and it is very, very cathartic.
Nice job. Nice job. See, everything's good. It's all
boy.
good.
Sorry. And it's okay. We get to see Cerberus later too.
I was actually legit just thinking of this. Didn't even notice it on the run itself. Imagine if she went boon 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 and picked King Tide. Imagine. If only 1 week ago Steve knew.
So
But he's also right here.
yeah, but well, then he's gotta go see Dad. You know, gotta go see Mom and Dad.
All right,
Yeah.
we are making our way into Tartarus, which means we are 5 rooms, well, maybe 6 rooms away, depending on if we
True,
get to
yeah.
see Mom and Dad or not.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting mechanic because, as you all might be aware, Kronos is the Titan of Time. And because of that, when you get to Tartarus, you have a choice to make. You can take the express route, which is straight to the boss.
First room fig.
Not a first room pick.
No.
You can go straight to the boss and just go right through it, but you don't get any room rewards for doing that. You can also take the slower route and get rewards and get stronger as you make your way to the boss. But we're speed runners. We don't do that. So there's a fig leaf.
Worst room to get it in.
It's fine. It's fine. But here we are really hoping to have as full a build as possible when we get to Tartarus, because once we get here, we're not stopping for anything along the way. We're going straight to the house.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you take those alternate paths, it also makes every...
We're good. There's more time. There's more
Okay.
time.
More time. So yeah, if you
I'm
take an
sorry.
alternate path that's not the express route as well,
If I did what on stage, it would be extremely epic. But yeah, no, okay, when you've put 1,000 hours into this game, 90% of which are speed running hours, 90% of which are skipping the mom and dad door, it is hard to overwrite that autopilot. Especially, like, this is a good time to talk about it. I am not good at thinking. Like, specifically, I think a lot of like the high level speedrunners, and it's not all by any means, but Hades at its core is a menus game, and there is a lot of like there is a calculated best way to do things. There is an optimal way to do things that is smart and calculated, and that is a skill that I do not have. I'm not. I actually perform worse because my brain goes too slowly, and so I am just not good at it. So I generally do better when I turn my brain off, I do my best when I turn my brain off, and I just go with the vibes, which is something I needed to be doing here. Brain off speedrun is real. Also, hi, good luck watching. Thank you, BD. Also, you've been killing it on the couch in the rewatch. No thinkies, me press button. Exactly, Webbs gets it. Muscle memory, this instinct that. All I'm hearing is you never want Mel to see her parents with the puppies. Okay, I'm sorry, Aki. But anyway, the point is, I guess what I'm saying is like, a critical skill for speedrunning is the ability to analyze and dissect things, and it's something that I do not have. I've talked about this a little bit on chat, but like, I spend time watching other Hades streamers who are, better at speedrunning than I am, and when I watch those runs, I'm not sitting there thinking, okay, they did this, they did that, whatever. All I'm thinking about is that's the time that they ended up with, and if they can do it, I can do it. And I don't think much about how to get from point A to point B. It is just point B is achievable, so eventually I will achieve it. That's it. For me, I click start, I black out, and then I either see the victory screen or reset. Yo, that is so real, BD. I'm the opposite, no plans, just vibes. Yeah.
The remaining rooms get more difficult, so it's just more and more reasons not to take it on a speed run. Oh.
This is fine.
It's fine.
We're just living here.
We're chilling.
Okay, can I just say though that those traps used to actually just destroy any and all projectiles that ran into them before, and it was awful. I mean, truly, especially whenever you're using torches, it's like, oh, cool, there goes all of my DPS, thank you.
And
this was an early access game, so it I played it on launch at early access. It has like really transformed into what it is now. They've done an amazing job of optimizing the gameplay, making a really amazing experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody give it up for Supergiant Games.
Some of the best doing it. All right.
Time to kill time.
Webbs, tell us about Grandpa.
That's so cool. I have to play the weapon, then watch someone and go, okay, that's how it looks smooth. That's the rotation tricks vibe. I can do that. Just got to make the muscle memory. I turn off brain, I flop, and then I must pause and ask myself what am I doing? I have to watch and analyze and then copy. Interesting.
Just hanging out, man. Grandpa's gonna have two phases here. This first phase is pretty easy. He's gonna hang around mostly at the top. You can have a couple of bad teleports in between phases.
Why is it so slow? Yo, real Lucifer,
surely.
I'll talk about the second phase a little more once we get to it, because it's very exciting.
And yeah, right now we're melting. So Quack, while we're getting through this first phase, we'll probably squeeze in a donation.
Absolutely. I have $50 here from Arcane Corvid, who asks a very important question. So Skilla writes a bunch of songs about Mel, with Mel in mind. You think she'd do the same if she had met Cerberus?
That's a great question. Probably.
Yeah.
Also, to put it more succinctly, $50 from Anonymous that simply says, pet that dog.
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, so on the second phase right here, you'll see...
Do I have Nitro still?
Oh yeah, we're hanging out. So you'll see him do this big area of effect attack. You'll notice we didn't get hit there, thank God. If you do get hit, since we don't have any DDs, that's just GG's, game over.
Yeah.
It will one-shot you no matter what. But thankfully, there are a couple of ways you can get through it. Either with... Uh-oh, hold on.
Yep.
Okay.
Play that safe, yeah.
If I had a dollar for every run I've lost of this game to not being entirely in the circle.
In the circle.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, cool.
And here we go.
Nice.
Also, I want to see a raise of hands for the people who thought I definitely died in that first one. I knew I had a Nitro. I knew what I was doing.
Oh, and if you're wondering why another Chrono shows up, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
Don't
it.
ask questions. It's fine. Time's weird.
Time is weird. All right.
Nice job.
7:35 in game time. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's incredibly fast.
Time is convoluted in Lordran. Show us Dark Souls.
While we're making our way back to the crossroads, Quack, hit us up.
Absolutely. How about $1,000 from
my
D.
God.
Shanny?
Let's go. Oh my God.
D. Shanny says, this Hades 2 speedrun is truly the best way to kill time before I head to work. Don't forget to pet Cerberus. Let's hit $2 million and prevent some cancer.
Let's go. Are we
Let's
going
go.
up or down, my friend?
Well, as luck would have it, Under took a big jump, and
Ooh,
Under is
okay.
still in the lead by about $750.
All right.
All right. So we're going on to the Cersei staff through the underworld. Let's
I am so sorry.
go. I didn't forget Shadow, did I? Let's take a look here.
I will say, I would love for us to go upstairs again and let Tara take some revenge on Typhon. So
Yeah,
get
no, we're
those
gonna-
donations in for the surface
We
route
need
next
you
go.
to.
Yeah.
All right, this is Cersei staff. Cersei staff does two really cool things. We haven't talked about familiars at all yet. You have a choice of a few different animal familiars that you can take throughout each run that give give some passive boosts, either more health, more magic. In this case, we're taking Rocky the Raven, who gives us more crit.
So I have a funny story for you.
Oh.
So just before I started this run, I made sure there are skins for all of your familiars that you can take. And I made sure before I started this run to turn off all of my familiar skins so that nobody got spoiled. So I did this one for you, chat. And I accidentally made sure to take no familiars. So you will see no difference on Cersei. Unless we want to undo the night and
Oh
start
no,
again,
we're gaming.
all right, cool. So anyway, normally you'd be seeing Rocky the Raven flying around, getting crits on stuff, and he's awesome.
Yeah, we haven't talked about familiars yet. No, we haven't. Trying to spot when exactly you realize. Yeah. Okay, so in my defense, I absolutely just assumed I hadn't seen Rocky. Same. And let me just say, BD, you saying, nah, we're gaming. I went from, okay, I'm going to reset this run, whatever, it's fine, we've already had a death anyway, we might as well. You saying, nah, you got this, made me go, okay, I am going to play this aspect with literally zero benefit. I might as well be doing a fresh file run, but with Arcana. And, well...
He's my favorite familiar in terms of
Someone in the
speed
chat
run.
during the first run
My
remarked
favorite
no
overall
familiar,
is
and I
Golly,
didn't think
who
anything of it.
protects you
Yeah.
from one specific, one attack every 30 seconds or something like that, up to a maximum of 3 per region. And then Golly will turn around and uppercut whoever just attacked you, which is incrable.
It is awesome.
I once had that kill Typhon. It was
my
the coolest
gosh,
thing in the
that's
world.
awesome.
Golly just goes,
I love that.
I don't want Cersei. Ooh, I'll take Ares though. Anyway, so normally you'd be seeing like 2 overlapping casts here, but I
going
did
it
something
solo.
for you,
We're
chat.
going
It's
it
fine.
solo.
For everyone here who's like, hey, I didn't want spoilers when I watched my Hades 2 run, this is for you.
Yeah.
Nice fight.
Also, it's just a
And you sub 10 through it all. Did I actually get under 10 on this run? Because it truly was. This was a borked ass run. This specific Cersei run.
testament to how powerful Zeus cast is that we're just chilling, because Zeus cast is
I'm so
silly,
sorry, Aki.
silly powerful. It just literally is like when you drop your cast, everything in the cast gets wailed by thunder.
Yeah.
Just lightning bolt after lightning bolt, and it adds up. And Zeus boons really do stack damage very quickly. So
Plus respect
you
either
think this
way.
might be a little weird that we're kind of not playing
job,
to the
Bohemian.
aspect strength, but we're playing to Zeus strengths right now. And Zeus,
Cersei with
Zeus
no
is gonna be what
familiar.
carries us through here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, we
This
have an
run was
NPC
so
room.
cursed. Yup.
All right, Tara, do you want to talk to us a little bit about why we want to fight Zag so badly and how that fight's going to go and why people need to see it? Oh, also Artemis is here.
Yay!
Yay! Shoutouts Fatals, let's go.
True.
Like super cool women like Artemis. Okay, so why we want to fight Zag? Zag is difficult. He is one of the hardest. Honestly, I'd say he's among the hardest boss fights in the game. But he is optional on a route and can save you time on in-game time runs. I'm not convinced it actually saves you time on RTA yet, just because of all the time it takes to like cutscenes and stuff like that. But it's become a common strategy, especially on the surface route, to actually intentionally fight Zag, because having him skip a room in either Thessaly or Olympus is actually incredibly valuable. But in terms of like why you might want to fight him in terms of benefits, he gives you some rewards that aren't as common, which is kind of nice. And plus, Zag is just cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really fun to have that inversion because, like, you know, many of us who played Hades 2 played the first game. You're seeing the move that you played with getting used against you in the fight. It is a very hard fight as well. You absolutely want to see
hard.
it. So donate and put your donations towards the Fight Zag incentive.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, Cersei, no familiar. Zeus good now? God, what even is speedrunning? No epic double strike. Thank you for the no spoilers. Yeah, no worries. Here for you. Here for the people.
Yeah, and one of the other like super cool things about fighting Zag is just seeing some of those mechanics being used against you. And as a fun little thing, we are currently trying on the server to push for a new category specifically called Zag Percent, where you just speed run fighting Zag. And so we were initially planning on doing that, but getting Zag to even show up is not a guarantee. So instead,
Oh, I know,
what we have for you
Cardiff.
is a couple different save files.
I know
that I'm going to be
you're just as
using
big of
with
a fan
two
of
totally
Eos
different builds,
as I am.
and we're going to see how many times I can kill Zag in 2 minutes. So hopefully it is 2. I might just die because Zag is actually just he's that guy.
He's very hard.
He's incredibly
He's that
difficult.
dude.
Like when people say you're not that guy, no, Zag is that guy.
guy.
Zag is absolutely all that guy. Oh, okay.
Did you-
The Arctic Gale almost threw me off there. Ooh, okay.
Okay, we're good.
We're good.
Scares me every time.
No sheep till Brooklyn. Let's
Yeah.
go.
That's incredible. Just a quick update on that guy. Fight Zagreus, we have raised 85.
That was such a bad joke. No sheep till Brooklyn. No sleep till Brooklyn is a Beastie Boys song for anybody who doesn't know. I don't know why. I know why I said that, actually. I said it because I was sitting here and I was like, this run is borked. I am running Cersei with literally no benefit right now. Like, any reason that I would have to bring Cersei with me is gone. I have... It's worse than running any other staff, which would still have its built-in ability. But I literally started a run without it. And you know, after that first run death too, now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I look like the biggest idiot that has ever been on the GDQ stage. And so I'm just trying to vibe and get through, and I say some stupid shit on this run because I'm just like, could this get any worse? But I guess on the upside, it really was only up from here, I think. This no familiar run was impressive though, because if I noticed I didn't have one, I'd immediately restart and prob speed tilted slightly. Well, that's exactly it, and I went over it as we were going through the moment when I realized that I didn't have it. Also, good joke, Lucifer, because yeah, you're absolutely right. The run number 6 was done. But I kind of, at this point in time in my head, I was like, okay, I just need to try and not look so stupid. But yeah, I assure you there have been many, many bigger idiots for much more severe reasons. Yeah. I would probably restart as well. You died at the start as well. It doesn't matter to restart. But Steve, a lot of runners make mistakes and need to reload saves as well. Not looking stupid. Oh yeah, absolutely. Have you considered purple gem red staff looks cool though? Oh, it absolutely does. You are so hinged, Steve, I promise. Anyway, all that to say, I think between the people in chat who are saying that they would have reset and Webs themselves saying that they probably would have reset at that point. Honestly, BD, if you hadn't said anything, I probably would have done the same. And I think it's kind of sick that I realized how harshly I was nerfing myself for this run, but your encouragement made me want to do it. And so I'm glad that I did.
$1,000 out of the 120K. Just under 35,000
I was literally
to go.
thinking, Steve is really fucking
Behemoth
calm.
Steve is breezing
I
through
was
this
not.
all-weapons run. That time is going to be over before you know it. GDQ.GG/donate.
Honestly, I feel like if I had had a couple crits from Rocky, we probably could have killed Typhon.
You know
the first
what?
time.
It's fine.
We will get revenge. We will get revenge.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, so vote for EOS to go fight Typhon. We'll beat him up.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Go to the surface.
I'll
let's
remember.
fight Zach,
Gemstone time
all those
lost.
things.
Yeah.
I'll remember both to pet the dog and to grab Rocky.
Yes.
Underworld remains about $700 in the lead there, so if you want to flip that
Oh,
chat,
wow.
you may have to band together. Now is the time.
I'm not feeling it. Yeah, there we go.
So really interesting. We saw the dual boon there, and so typically you're like, wait, why wouldn't you want 2 boons at once? That seems really strong.
This is kind of
it's just
unavoidable
too much of a
on
time
all
loss for us to bear.
I
Those
mean,
rooms are actually
you
really
don't have a
difficult,
choice.
Generally, easy to get hit.
Multi-weapon
We don't have-
general,
like, health
you
is such a
can't
big resource because we're playing on strength. So we generally
Intentionally
pass those
avoid
up.
it.
Oh my gosh, what is that combo?
Oh, that's a triple
That-
free room.
Oh.
That is, you would think that would be good, but seeing
Yeah.
them all stacked up like that usually means you're not going to see them later, and it's just
Yes.
kind of sad.
We call that the Holy Trinity.
Oh, hey, it's,
Typhon is legit the best advertisement for EOS, absolutely. It just washes over you being on stage even virtually. I don't know. It's I think a lot of people like and I, not to like talk myself up or anything. I think I give off like a very big like performer vibe. When I'm on stage and doing things, and I've had other people say that I look like a natural up there. But the truth is that I tend to cope with stress through humor. And so, yeah, and I, and so in these moments where it looks like I'm calm, the truth is that I'm freaking out. But I'm trying to deal with it in a way that is at least entertaining. Because truly that's what the people are here for. Like, people are there to be entertained, and some people are there to be entertained by high skill, high gameplay, like high skill, super cool gameplay. Some people are there to be entertained by personality. And as I've said a couple of times, being in this finale block was very humbling on both of those regards. Number one, because Cena's an incredible speedrunner who went right after me. And in terms of gameplay, I was humbled there. And then in terms of performance value, I was very much humbled by ADF. That being said, I'm not taking it as a negative thing. I'm not trying to be harsh on myself. It's just, it is very much a wake-up call of how much further that I still want to go, how much further that I can grow as a human being. And so it's humbling in a very good way, I think. But absolutely, yeah, I'm kind of just, I wouldn't even say it's necessarily a fake it till you make it kind of thing. It's legit just, as long as I can make people laugh, as long as I can keep the people entertained, if I can hear laughs from the crowd or cheers or something, that's going to be a lot better than hearing nothing. And I'm going to talk about what hearing nothing sounds like a little bit later in this run. But yeah.
him,
Bertal's mentioned. Hey,
Yeah, Bertal's mentioned.
Tony Verman here.
this fight is so funny.
Tony Verman is actually my favorite Elton John song.
I'm glad so many people laughed.
Amazing.
Sorry,
There we go.
I'm glad they
There it
laughed
goes.
at that joke.
Remember how hard he was in the first game?
Yes.
Yes.
He was that hard on launch in Hades 2, by the way. It was rough.
The first time I got here and I saw that I would be facing the tiny vermin, I about threw my controller.
Oh no.
Yeah, It was like, oh.
Okay, you about
guess I'll
killed
die then.
Quack dead with that joke.
And I did, actually.
Okay, hold on. Okay, now we got to talk about. I don't think Quack ever trusts me when I'm either. Congratulations on getting back from Cold Stone, Phoenix. Okay, I don't think Quack will ever trust me either as a runner or commentator or specifically chatter. Ever since Jupe's run of I want to say Samurai Maiden for Quacksilver's Make Your Own Victory Pride special, where somebody went to say this person has the power of lightning, and then Freudian slipped into saying has the power of lesbians. And then there was a joke about how you can replace the lightning with lesbians. And in chat, I said Lesbians McQueen is my favorite character from Cars. And on the mic, Quacksilver just goes, and then like mutes. And then seconds later in chat, tags me and says, hey, you're not allowed to be so funny while my mic is live. And that is like my proudest moment of being a chatter. But yeah, Lesbians McQueen is my legacy of making Quack laugh.
Quack, you got some more donos for us?
Oh, I always have some more donos for us. I have $100 here from Cerberus's left and right heads.
Oh.
We will no longer stand for this slander that we don't like to be pet. Fighting is our love language. Meet us in the middle, just not the middle head.
I love provoking hot mic people. It's better than drugs. Oh, same here. And like, you can see it whenever I'm doing a run. The two things I enjoy most when I'm doing a run, with regards to my commentary, is number one, I like selecting boons faster than they can read them, so they don't know what I'm picking. And two, I like playing it really close with dying. I often want it to look like I'm about to die, because getting the reaction of no is one of my favorite fucking things in the world. I don't know why it gives me so much life, but it does. Very proud of all of us for not reacting to biting is my love language. You are so true. So true. Like, absolutely, we all could have taken that in a terrible direction, and we didn't.
That is amazing.
Was not aware of such discourse between
That's like
the
really
three.
impressive that you knew how to go to gdq.gg/donate and assign it to the incentive. I'm really impressed.
Yeah.
Cerberus is a very good boy.
Yes, the best.
Also, where did my phone go?
I also have $50 from Anonymous that just says 50 pets for Cerberus whenever he's up for it. No hurry. Maybe no hurry on the pets, but we are hurrying towards
exactly,
the end of this
Aaron.
run.
That's
Just
why I
about
love having webs on commentary.
$33,000 left to go on fighting Zagreus. Get those donations in chat. You never disappoint.
Oh, I'll take
Absolutely.
Hell, one of my favorite moments of all time is when Webs Omen and I were doing the bingo, and I'm sitting there playing the game, and suddenly I realize how quiet everybody else is. And then I just start saying stupid shit off the top of my head and just being like, hey, are you busy? Are you trying to focus up? Were you trying to count the number of things? And Webbs just goes, I just got fucking sheep because of you, or whatever it was. But yeah, that was a top 10 moment for me.
And like, hey, Quack, I think there's like what's the next game that we're supposed to have on the schedule?
Oh, this small indie game you may have heard of called Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Oh, okay.
Little thing.
Whoa. Are you,
You
telling
may
me that
remember
the Jane
her.
Silksong would be on screen after the Melanoa Hades
Yeah,
too?
thanks for being a good
Only if we
sport,
get to that
Webs.
milestone.
That milestone is just about $53,000 away. We are looking
Okay.
at
We got this.
$1,900,000, I believe, in
Hey.
all of us.
So you know what else is cool? If we get to $1.9 million, we get Silksong. But we also are just $100,000 away from $2 million raised for PCF.
Oh my God.
Let's do it.
Can we do it before Terra finishes this all weapons run? I kind of think we can.
I mean, I even nerfed myself. Like, I've been running without a familiar for 3 runs. What am I doing?
Nice job.
Totally planned.
Yeah. Also, that was Rockin' a Hard Place, the definitive best song from Skill and the Sirens.
I have seen a disappointing lack of discourse over Skill
Oh
and
my
the Sirens
God.
discography. I'm just saying.
Quack, can we get a bid war update? Because I literally just saw the bid war number.
Oh, I believe the Surface has rocketed in
Ooh.
about $350-ish ahead.
Wow.
You
We're gonna
do-
take
Dang.
revenge.
You do still have time to flip that before the next run, because we are going to choose that at the crossroads before the next weapon. And it will be the last one.
Hades Gamers all
True,
doing what I
that's
do.
the time.
This is your
Music
last
off and
choice.
playing on
Your last
playing my
option,
own.
you heard the couch.
I
Get those
mean-
donations in. We have $250 here from Stove that says
I
Hades
don't-
2 and Silksong are 2 of my favorite games this year.
I don't turn Skillo's music off. I just play mine over top of it, which is truly the worst thing to do.
Let's get them back to back, and let's fight Big Bro Zag.
Keep them coming.
Absolutely. I've got $50 here from you. Hades 2 is such a fantastic game, and it's a delight to see it destroyed like this. $50 towards beating Zagreus. Good luck to the runner.
Okay.
And let's go NB right.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I like how
Hey, we never
Webs
did
and
our-
I
our
see what
trans
just
rights. Can
happened
we get
there,
trans rights
and
too?
Can we get
Let's go.
Somewhere in here, there must be a trans rights, please.
Oh, I know chat's got me with the trans rights. I can see it on the screen now. I also have $25 here from Aki. Steve, such an inspiration to see you up here when you said your New Year's resolution last year was to be at AGDQ. Thank you for representing our community well. Also, come on, chat. Zag, 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 zag.
Y'all better do this when we get the Zag incentive.
They're rooting against you at that point, though.
Oh my God, you're right.
$25 here
Thank
from
you,
Anonymous. I
Aki.
can't even beat Tartarus casually. Huge thank you for an incredible AGDQ to all runners and organizers already hyped for SGDQ. Hold your horses there, Anonymous. We've got Silksong. We've got
True.
Pick My Main in Pokemon Emerald. We've got Fight Zag in, oh my gosh, just about $30,000 to go on that. Keep the hype coming,
Let's
y'all.
keep it going, everybody. This is such an awesome. I really have been blown away by the energy. The energy in this room all week has been incredible. Give
Oh,
yourselves
absolutely.
a hand for bringing this place to life.
Oh, shit,
Absolutely.
dog.
I was here for DK last night. Oh my God.
So yeah, you can see the moment on both like Webs and I's face when we realized that we've just gotten echo scammed. It was like, yeah, here we go. This one's gonna be a slog. Cersei without a familiar getting echo scammed live on the GDQ stage. What
And
what
the
a time
Zelda
to be
run
alive.
afterwards, Bubsy, like absolutely
Yeah.
killed it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
sick.
exactly, BD.
I also want to actually
yeah,
take
you're
a second
fucked.
to shout out
Yep.
the Night Rain runners. Watching Elden Ring randomizer speedruns between Little Aggie, Starro Chris, and Captain Domo is what inspired me to speedrun. So the fact that I'm running right after Mitch Riz, Yo Josh Areno, and Starro Chris is like the greatest honor of my life. I cannot even express to you. So thank y'all.
All right, Quack, it's that time. More donations.
It's that time. $100 from Dr. Bones. Malinoi, it is your duty to womp on your brother and pet that dog.
Okay, so let's stop for a second and talk about that. I used to stream like a number of years ago, and And I felt like I was never making any improvements in terms of like viewership or just generally being better as an entertainer and that kind of stuff. And and the additional toll that it takes on having to do things in your life, because it is effectively like running two jobs at the same time, except one job doesn't pay you. Um, and so at one point I quit, and I had decided that I was going to give it up until I felt like I was ready to do it again. Um, and so that was back in about, I want to say 2020, might have been 2021, was when I kind of decided, okay, I'm going to stop streaming. Um, and um, at that time, I had started watching Little Aggie and Captain Domo, and watching them as well as Chris and the other members of the Elden Ring bingo scene like CBD and ADEF um, and Nuclear Pasta Tom and Blueberry Brioche and Park and Harbor, like watching all of those different streamers do Elden Ring speed runs was something that I found very comforting at that time, and and for a long time I just exclusively was watching Elden Ring content, um, and I had the fortune of being in both Domo and Aggie's chats at a time when somebody had asked what their path to being a streamer looked like, and hearing about their path, and what they did to get to where they are, was something that kind of inspired me, but also it was something that I knew at that time I couldn't chase. Um, and specifically, they talked about how um, uh, variety content is the hardest way to grow on Twitch, and your best bet for growing on Twitch is to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, which is not appealing to a lot of people, and I assumed myself included. Um, and so at that time, I was like, I need to find something that I'm okay with playing over and over and over and over and over again. Um, and then when I saw the early access drop of Hades 2, that's when I was like, now's the time. I enjoyed the first one, and the thing I want most is to try to be at the forefront of multi-weapon speedrunning in Hades 2. And so I was like, I really want to be part of the early access crew, and I want to run all sorts of different things and try things out, and I want to be part of that first wave of people doing multi-weapon runs. And I'd say I succeeded in that regard. Um, but in that time um, where I felt like, specifically in streaming, I felt very lost, and like I didn't know what I wanted to do, and like I just wasn't cut out for it. Watching those Elden Ring players is what kept my hope alive. In the meantime, and so honestly, if it weren't for them, I wouldn't have eventually wound up here. So like truly, like I say it there how much of an honor it is, but like it is truly my greatest honor to have been not just in a marathon with them, not just on the same day as them, but right after them. It was more than I could have ever asked for. So yeah, I it was kind of cool to be able, like, I did end up talking to Starro Chris and telling him about how watching his races with Aggie and Domo is what inspired me to run. And while he did tell me to my face that he probably would not be watching my run because he hasn't played Hades 2 yet, I didn't take it as any sort of offense. It was more of my moment in the first place to say, I am telling somebody who has inspired me that they have inspired me, and I think that was very important for me to do. Anyway, enough getting sappy for being in this moment, but I did want to stop and talk about that because truly I could not have been on this GDQ stage with all these incredible people, both here on the couch, behind the screens, and everything that I have now is thanks to the Elden Ring community making me still believe that I could come back to this. So if y'all ever watch this video, truly fucking thank you. Anyway.
The two most important things. Continuing the theme, $25 here from Partially Goo, donating for the honored pastime of all siblings, fighting.
True.
Zach does really have big brother energy in this game. It's
Yes.
really,
Oh,
really
absolutely.
true.
It's really good.
And with that, we are in the final $30,000 to go for that Fight Zagreus incentive. I
I'm watching my
believe,
health,
chat,
Dad.
now is the time to make it happen.
Now imagine if I was doing double the amount of DPS because, you know, I actually brought an animal.
You had a
tonight.
guy.
Yeah.
Imagine.
But you're already like so much, like, you're so quick at this regardless. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, damage is still pretty good,
Yeah.
regardless.
Imagine though. What if?
But
Also, like, can we talk about the fact that I just got echo scammed live on AGDQ?
Yeah.
Like, did you see that?
You didn't have to say anything. They didn't know.
What does that mean? Can
Oh,
you
that-
explain?
So what that means is normally through fields, you'll start with a 2 reward combat at the beginning. You'll see a mini boss after that, and then you'll be almost guaranteed an echo. But what can happen is you can see a 2 reward and then get forced into another 2 reward or a 3 reward. And then after that, you can either see 2 mini bosses offered next to each other or a mini boss and echo. If you see 2 mini bosses, that means you got echo.
You got echo scan. I see. You
Yeah.
have to do a fight instead of getting a room skip.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so instead of getting
The
the
laggy.
legendary
Yep.
2-2 fields, which is two rooms with 2 encounters, a mini boss and an echo, what we ended up getting instead was 2-2-3, which is 1 mini boss, 1 2 encounter room, a second 2 encounter room, and then a 3 encounter room, which is the worst fields that you can get. So,
Well, it could be worse. You could get all 3s.
wait, is that possible?
Oops,
I
all
don't know.
threes.
I don't know if you can get all 3s, but I know you can get at least 2 3s in there.
Makes sense.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
The best way I heard explained is that we're speedrunning a roguelike. Yes, it's true. However, when it comes to like this level of speedrunning, here we
remembered.
go. There we go.
I
we
remembered.
All rise.
I remembered.
Good boy.
2 through 3 is the worst. That makes sense, Omen. Thank you, Omen.
And we say hi to mom.
Everyone say hi to mom and dad. There are 2 really big sources of RNG here when it's speed.
Hold on. Before anything else in this speedrun. To you, Nixilidin. Thanks to you, Nix. I don't know if you'll ever be watching this video. This is my first GDQ being myself, and I gotta say, highly recommend it. Yeah, absolutely. I think finally being yourself is an incredible fucking feeling, and I just want to highlight that because, yeah, that shit saved my life as well as the lives of many other of my siblings. Anyway, I just wanted to say, yeah, absolutely. Having that full week to actually just be myself without having to wear the mask at work. Oh, is it Mix? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it was an incredible feeling being at GDQ and knowing that I wasn't going to get judged, and getting to not have to be work Steve for a full week was kind of nice.
It's the build you get and the rooms you get. And you can get good builds and good rooms, and you can get good of either and bad of the other. And really, especially for RTA speedruns, it's adapting to deal with both the rooms you get and the boons you're offered. And sometimes the boons you get are great, but you get, 2-2-3 in fields, and so you're feeling like, oh, this could have been better. When they both line up, though, it feels incredible.
Oh, absolutely. Like, we actually talked about this in Webbs' chat not too long ago, that what feels worse, the good boon, good boons, bad rooms, or good rooms, bad boons. And I think universally it was the good boons, bad rooms is much better of a feeling.
Like, everything's lined up.
Okay.
We're back.
Let's go, lesbians.
Bye.
By the way, Nemesis is a time loss on RTA.
No, but don't worry about it.
But let's go, lesbians.
We still love her. It's okay.
Steve, they didn't know. You don't have to tell them.
I need to inform them.
We love women in spite of their flaws. You know.
Okay,
honestly,
nice
if that doesn't sum up Hades 2 in a nutshell, I don't know.
True.
On that note, Quack, we could probably get some donations.
On that note exactly, I have $25 here from Professor Birch that says, shout-outs to giant women.
Yo.
Pet that dog and death to Kronos.
Okay, Birch has been slaying all week.
Let's go.
Say,
That's
like,
true.
not only did Birch run Split Fiction with Blackheart Wings and Bill Nye, but they've also been doing photography.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like, can you name like a more talented human being?
Fun story. As I was walking into my hosting shift, Birch pulled me aside and said, "I'm going to get you." And then proceeded to take the best picture of me I've ever seen in my life. So shout out.
We love it. Women in spite of their time loss is a killer line. Me when Nemesis knocks me into a whisper, yep.
Out to Birch. Do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whenever they show up, it's always a good time, yeah. She's shown up twice, but Icarus hasn't shown up once. Way to fucking rub it in. Sorry. No, there was something else I was gonna point out. I don't remember.
What did you expect us to
yeah,
say?
okay, never mind. I remember now. So this was my favorite moment on a run. On the run, rather.
Birch pulled me aside and said, "I'm going to get you."
This moment with this Ares
the best
boon
picture of me I've ever
was
seen
my
in my
favorite.
life. So shout out to Birch. Do it.
That was my favorite moment in the whole run. Don't do it. I'm doing it.
What did you expect us to say?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Kronos fight number 2.
So I just picked up a Grizzly Gain there. Grizzly Gain
It's a game.
exists.
It's one
It
of the
exists,
gains of
yeah.
all time.
Icarus wanted you to have the best run possible
All right,
without time loss.
This so they can get, roll with some more donations.
We will keep them rolling. Have fun, kill time, Tara. I've got $50 here from Banjo B. $50 to visit Big Brother Zag and Best Bug Hornet Silk Song. Ooh. Thank you so much, Banjo B. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. I see where you're coming from. I have $100 here from Cake. We're running out of time before the end of GDQ.
Where?
Donate for Giant Cerberus plushie. Donate for Silk Song. Donate to prevent cancer.
Absolutely.
Let's
go.
Thank you so much to everyone who's been donating all week. It's
The
absolutely
Grizzler.
amazing.
Sorry, Aki.
If you're
But
wondering
also
how
not.
Terra's health is refilling, Terra took a Hades boon called Life Tax, which will automatically refill your health up to a certain point. And so for boss fights like this, it is really nice because it does, unless you get one shot, it does give you some buffer so that you can face tank a little bit and then have the Life Tax buff pick you back up. You can see in the corner there, there's still 71 points of health left on Life Tax. So we're working with a little bit more than it might seem.
Yeah, absolutely. Kronos hits really hard, and so you have to focus on dodging a lot. But with that buffer, we don't have to do that. We can just stand there, wail on it. Oh, that, yeah. I get that.
It won't,
I get that.
It won't protect
Nice
you for a
job.
moment. Y'all, can we take a moment to realize that Terra just took a weapon that relies on the animal familiar and didn't take an animal familiar
And
just
won!
crushed it. Can we take a moment
Sub
and
10
say that's
still.
sub 10?
Okay. Can we hear a Rocky out in the chat or out in the crowd so I don't forget?
Don't
Yes,
worry.
please don't forget.
Please don't forget.
Also, which way are we going for the next one, Quack?
For our next run, we are going to the surface.
Up we
Time for
go.
revenge. Let's go.
And also
Revenge.
chance for boyfriend?
Please,
Maybe.
Still hasn't
Yeah.
shown up
please,
to me.
where are you?
He needs to take
Chris?
me out.
Yeah.
I've earned it.
You have. It's been a long week. You've been practicing a lot.
He's just shy of the GDQ stage. It's like
Yeah,
fair.
that's understandable. Like,
We're not that bad.
God, he's so cute.
All right, we're gonna get Rocky. We're gonna get Rocky.
We're getting
Hey,
Rocky.
Tara,
We
we're
are
on our
getting
way
Rocky.
to go get Rocky.
Okay, sorry, I was just checking to see if he was there.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yay!
Okay, now let's see if I remember to swap my keepsakes after Polly.
All right, we're moving into the EOS Flames here. Flames are just a fun weapon, and I run this aspect as well. It has the Daybreak that pops every time you do a certain amount of damage, and it does a certain amount of damage. It's just a little cloud thing that you see popping up. Why do you like this weapon, Tara? It's definitely an off-meta pick.
Okay, actually, we can talk about why I run the things that I run.
Sure.
Because I run a lot of off-meta stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I would say certainly one of the most popular speed aspect in the game right now is the Medea skull, which I know BD really likes. Oh,
Boo!
thank you.
I do like Medea Skull. No, that's true.
Oh
The
yeah.
reason why I run the things I run actually is mostly because they're fun. Like I picked up EOS early on in my time, and what are you doing? Did you see that one guy just running around the Rosie like in a circle around the fire, like he's playing Duck Duck Goose?
Not the time.
I'm busy. Anyway, I picked up EOS, and I really did not like the other torches at that time.
Yeah.
But I picked up EOS, and I'm like, you know what, this is kind of fun. Turns out it is awful for speed gaming, but I love it anyway, so I want to push it even further.
Yeah.
Admittedly, though, I spent a lot of time in my early speedrunning career of Hades 2, kind of moving over to more meta aspects. And so my first 3-weapon run was actually a run that took the Moros Flames, the Charon Axe, and the Artemis Blades. The one that I never gave up in the whole time that I've been speedrunning is the Artemis Blades. It is my favorite aspect by far. And I really love showing that thing some good rep, even though both Pan and Morgan have at different times in the early access cycle have definitely overshadowed the aspect of Artemis, but I love it so much. And I actually want to take this second to say that the reason why I never gave up on the aspect of Artemis out of all of them was because of a speedrunner in our community named Moip, who is an incredible non-binary runner who is one of the best Moros players in the world, like hands down. And the fact that they ended up picking up Artemis, but way back on patch 4 is what inspired me to say, it's not the aspect that that's bad, it's me. And if I just put the work in, if I just work on it, then eventually I will be as cool as Moip is. So shout outs to you, Moip. Thank you for
Yes.
all you've done for me, even though you had no
Absolutely.
idea, I'm sure.
Yeah. So as
Yeah. Okay. So, Yeah, going into this event, um, like I had both BD and Frozen Flygon ask me before I got confirmation that I would be um that I would be running Hades 2 at GDQ. I had both of the two of them asked me if they could be on couch, and I was very excited to have them as like key members of the Frame Fatales community and friends through the Hades chat on the Frame Fatales Discord. Um, and I was planning on asking another member of the like main GDQ squad to be my third couch member. But before I had asked that person, Moip was actually the one who messaged me um, asking if they could be on couch. And and to them, it was just simply, I feel like they were probably just asking, a fellow Hades speedrunner, since they were going to be at the event anyway. It was just asking another speedrunner to sit on the couch and do their thing and talk about cool Hades stuff. And to me, it was like the person who the person in the Hades speedrunning community who I had been looking up to the most had just asked me to, if they could join in with that run. Because, yeah, as I said there, when I first started running in Hades 2, I was very quick to give up on my favorite aspects in favor of aspects that were just more optimal and had an easier time being routed and had more clear build paths, and I was very easy to give up on the things that I actually enjoyed. And it wasn't until I saw Moip post an Artemis Blades speed run that was at that time in the top 10, something that not only myself, but I don't think a lot of other people would have ever expected. And watching that speed run and seeing how they did that was very inspirational to me. And it was shortly after that I kind of pivoted into doing fully my just exclusively my favorite aspects with regards of whether or not they were optimal. So yeah, I think ultimately, had I not seen that speed run, I probably eventually would have picked up pan daggers, and I would have struggled to get good times because truly, I'll say it a million times, but I'm truly not great at this game, at least in terms of like the length of time it takes me to see improvement is much longer than it takes other people, and that's okay, and I'm not upset about it. I'm just being fully honest. Um, my growth rate is much slower than other people, and that's okay. I'm not upset about it. I'm not trying to be harsh to myself. I'm just being realistic. Um, and that's fine. But I think I would have gotten very frustrated with myself at not being able to keep up on the meta aspects, and I eventually would have given up this game long before the submission period for AGDQ even came around. So, yeah, if I hadn't seen that Artemis Blades run, I don't think I'd be here right now, or I don't even think I'd have been up there. Um, so so yeah, when people ask me why I run what I run, it's because I know everything in this game can go fast. I do. Will it be the fastest? Well, maybe not. But everything in this game can go fast. Every aspect can be good. You just kind of have to find a way to utilize it. And further off of that point, whenever people ask why I don't run Omega Attack Artemis, that's why. Because I think for a lot of people, yes, the Omega Attack is very good. Running Apollo and Omega Attack and like trying to steer into things that buff that up, like Fine Line, is a good build. It is a good build, and it is usable, and probably competitive at a higher level. But the build that inspired me was Moips. And so I'm going to keep running that because it's the one that got me to keep playing the game. So if you're watching this on YouTube or here on Twitch now, stop asking me to run Omega Attack Artemis. It's not a bad build. It's just not the one that I needed at that time. And the one that kind of sustained me as I kept going. So it has nothing to do with whether or not it's good. It has nothing to do with necessarily me being stubborn or needing to prove myself. It has everything to do with paying homage to somebody who kept me going. So that's why. That's why Aphrodite. Anyway.
As we're fighting the boards, this is a chance to talk about something. Webbs, can you explain sort of the way the city works and what exactly Terra is looking for and how it could affect the actual run?
Okay, yeah. In the city specifically, the way the encounters work here is we're looking for specific rooms, right? There are very specific rooms that spawn very specific enemies. Some of them can be very short, very long, like a bit of a medium length. So we're looking for those very short ones in particular. You'll see them mostly like around the bottom and like top left of the of Aphira. But we're picking on their placement rather than like what's closest together, I suppose. But I mean, ideally, you would like to pick ones that are close together and like also good.
It's because you aren't a heathen
It's
like me.
It's a decision you're making on the fly.
I don't know.
Yeah. And like especially like with IGT, you have a little bit more time to be able to stop and kind of like really think about what you're going to be doing once you stop to look at the bats. And if you could stop jumping, my friend, that would be wonderful.
He's fine.
But unfortunately, when we're running RTA, we kind of just have to take a quick look at it and decide, okay, those ones look okay, I'm just going to take those.
Yeah.
Because the more time you spend, like even in boon menus, which is another reason why we generally don't take the family disputes, we just don't have time to sit there and watch the animations of like the menus opening and this like things re-rolling and stuff like that. It just takes time. So
Yeah, no worries, Webbs. Okay, yeah. Follow up to what we were just talking about. Thank you for pulling me out of this, by the way. I hate explaining Afir. Yeah, Afir is kind of annoying. And honestly, I didn't even notice that. Like, if you were struggling with that, I couldn't tell. Like honestly, which I think is a testament to you. But I'm happy if you were struggling to like go through with it. Like to me, I was in my own zone, and I guess what I'm trying to say is you're welcome, but like also I did not do it intentionally. But I also want to say that, you know, I was gassing up Moip a lot for a little bit, but truly the ones who keep me going right now are Webbs and Omen. Like watching those two play and being able to be their friends, like a friend to both of you, is honestly like what gives me life to it makes me want to keep going further and be like, okay, if they can push it further, so can I. And I'm okay if I don't see the same results as quickly. But like, yeah, truly, thank the two of you for being my friends, because having somebody as like a far away inspiration only does so much. And like, if I didn't have friends who are also ballers at this game, it like I need that too. I need people who are close to me to be able to push me further too. So thank you. Should have brought a printout of the map. Yo, so this room's green. It's not fucking green. Wooden Bridge is not fucking green. It's gross and stupid and stinky and nobody likes it. Chariot's also kind of ass. Yeah, that's the Afira explanation in a nutshell. That's the beauty of the game too. You can run Afro Artie and Zeus and Eos, Afro Artie and Zeus Eos, and I can run Apollo Artie and Hera Eos, and we're both right and valid. Exactly, Hayes.
So to minimize that, we
Anyway.
basically just have to learn how to make everything just kind of work on the fly.
All right, while we're getting back into Olympus, Quack, can we get an update, please?
Oh, absolutely. I've got plenty to say. We have just about $24,000 remaining on that Fight Zagreus incentive, almost to 100K, y'all. You are
Unless the god is
crushing
Ares.
it. I have $100 here from Star Performer who says, I need the Zagreus fight, and I also need that crocheted best boy, Cerberus. Thanks to GDQ and PCF for all that you do.
Yes, reminder, if you donate a minimum of $100 right now, you will be entered to win this prize.
Look at him.
Look how big he
You can
is.
pet this boy.
He's sturdy.
So get your $100 in, put it toward Fight Zag. Let's do it.
They keep coming. I have $50.
I mean, yes, Omen, I was actually just thinking about that. Okay, I want you all to know my brain was not fast enough to process this joke, but I need to make it known right here and now. BD was like, you know, you can pet the boy and then they said, oh, he's kind of sturdy. I want you all to know that right after that, my first thought was sturdy. Sturdy's a Pokemon ability. What's a useless Pokemon with sturdy? Can I turn this into an ADF joke? And my brain was too busy, was incapable of returning a Pokemon that is near useless with sturdy. And to that end, I apologize to all of you. That's host brain, baby. What do you mean? So yeah, I don't know. I'm still, honestly, the first thing that comes to mind that has sturdy is fucking Aeron. And Aeron evolves into Labron, which evolves into Aggron, and Aggron is Adev's favorite. So I was like, that's not a useless Pokemon. Tara, think of something else.
Here from Requiel.
I did not.
When I played
Still
it in
cannot.
early access, Hades 2 had a distinctive lack of Zag. Imagine my surprise when I found out you can actually fight him. Here's to somebody actually humbling him.
Does
for
Onyx
once.
have sturdy?
I don't know if we're going to go that far.
But Onyx
See,
isn't
I don't know.
even
That
like
is going both ways.
useless.
If I'm being honest with you, we've had some practice runs that went really, really well, and we've had some that went really, really not well.
I also have some thanks here about your decision-making, Tara, here. $50 from A Bold Move. While you're in the underworld, Rocky is pecking and clawing and attacking me. Please stop using your cast. I'm begging you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Geodude is
I
good.
just imagine
Yeah.
all of them just being like, what is he doing? Yeah.
Steelix isn't useless. Onyx sucks ass. Magnemite can have sturdy, maybe. Aggron looks extremely epic, but even ADEF has agreed in the past that his stats leave something to be desired. I mean, yeah, true. First thing that comes to mind is Geodude. Yeah.
All right, over there.
You good? You good?
That's awesome.
You sure you don't need anything?
I mean,
All right.
Steel is
That
not
was the
as
longest
good as
pick
it
of my
used
life.
to
That
be.
really was.
But
I
yeah.
was sitting here like, what?
When's it gonna pop? When's it gonna pop?
I had to explain the
Is it gonna
Zag fight
pop?
to Droopy day of the
Am I
run. I
crazy?
said, it's like Charon,
I really
and
love
she
how
got
Super
it.
Giant Games is like, you know, everyone loved the murder boat from Hades 1. What if we made it the entire region?
Nobody loved the murder boat.
Yeah, love is a strong word.
In the same way that we love Aphrodite, right? For speedruns?
Yes, of course.
Aphrodite gets picked for a lot of speedruns, right? Right?
Yeah. Also, we're taking this dispute because we literally had no other choice.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
just
and-
nothing we could do about this one.
And also,
Never mind.
it's
And
faster.
Onyx
Like,
can't have
that's one of the
okay.
weird things about both Thessaly and Olympus is that they can be so swingy. Honestly, like even Oceanus and Fields can also be extremely swingy when you're doing a speed run. And so honestly, the less Thessaly, the less Olympus, the less Oceanus, the better.
All right, we've got duel into Circe.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
Can I get the sheep?
I just
thing?
like
That would be
lying on the
oh my God,
internet.
let's
Yo,
get the
so
sheep thing.
real.
Let's go.
I put
What's
in
the
too
sheep
much
thing?
on Poke
Ooh,
Rogue
just
to
wait
be
for
wrong
it.
about
Okay,
that.
okay,
Yo,
I'm
real.
pausing.
I haven't played Poke Rogue
So,
yet, but
Circe
I
has a
should.
boon that sometimes when Omega moves hit things, they will just turn into sheep. So, so that one's actually super fun. We can take Hecate's thing and use it for ourselves, which is also a boon that you can get, or sorry, a hex that you can get from. Hey, my boyfriend! My boyfriend's here! Oh my God! Finally.
I love how I'm in the middle of explaining something, and then I just say, fuck it, Icarus, that's all that matters. Or rather, I should even just say, fuck Icarus, that's all that matters. Poke Rogue is all-consuming. Okay, have a good night, Hayes. Thank you so much. You are the runner that's keeping me pushing right now to get consistent and do RTA. And oh, I love that. Thank you, Hayes. I'm so happy to hear that. Get sheeped, idiot. Yeah. Poke Rogue is like, I can play anything I want, and then maybe I should try the meta. Yeah. Cheering for RTA loss, boyfriend privilege. Yep.
We've been waiting for you for an hour.
It's been 84 years.
Thought you stood us up.
It's about time. Quack, while we're waiting on our boyfriend to show up.
while Icarus is doing his thing, $500 from Anonymous, simply saying, "Let's get that Silk Song run." And y'all, we have less than $40,000
Oh, come on,
to
let's go. Let's go.
1,863,000
Y'all
out of 1.9 mil. It's time. We have waited so long, Silk Song enjoyers. We deserve to see it on this stage.
Okay, so y'all might have noticed that I took a million years to pick that Icarus invention, whatever Icarus's things are called. That was not me having a hard time deciding. That was me being like, he literally gave me the thing that I wanted the most, and I was so excited to say, everybody thank my boyfriend. And I was in the middle, and Quack was in the middle of saying something, and I was like, I'll just wait it out. And then I realized that waiting it out was not going to work, and I had a speed run to get back to. So that's what happened there. That's why it took me forever to pick that.
Hey, chat. Silk Song win.
Silk Song
Yeah,
win.
it's Silk Song win.
It's in your hands.
I wanna take a second and say that boyfriend offered me pretty much the best thing he could. So can everybody just say thank you, boyfriend?
Thank you, boyfriend.
Thank
Thank you, boyfriend.
Oh God, I love my baby boy.
Playing against Eris with things like flames is really fun because you can just kind of stay more at a distance and still be doing really nice damage. And you don't have to worry about it too much. I like the Daybreaker just following her around. It cracks me up. And this is looking good.
Ooh, okay, hold on. Okay. I thought I was cooked there for a second.
No,
I mean, I know what I'm
You're
doing.
fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
nice job. Nice
I will
job.
say, the Eris fight in early access made
Nice
me so
Titanic
incredibly mad, so
reference,
thank
yeah.
you, Supergiant, for blessing us a little bit with tuning it just down a little bit.
Yeah, I
Comment
Well,
buffering.
Prometheus
Yeah.
was the same for me.
Oh, God.
Prometheus destroyed.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
difficult.
Dude, Prometheus is like still a problem.
Still, yeah.
Truly.
Prometheus is so challenging.
Turns out, like, Eris and Prometheus both being problematic.
Yeah.
Like the handshake emoji.
Yes, exactly. All right, Quack.
I love
let's have some
everybody
more
in
donations
chat.
as we get through Olympus.
We
Talking
can
up
absolutely
Icarus.
keep firing those.
I'm doing it,
$5
sorry.
here from Cerberus's right head. I'm glad we're splitting the focus here. Cerberus's right head says, "Please let this good boy see the Silk Song stream." Trans right, less than 3.
Ooh.
So, we got an iToast room here, and for no reason in particular, do y'all prefer bone-in or boneless wings? Because, like, honestly, I want to cook that bird. He is the worst. Like, Rocky is such a goat, and then iToast is just the worst.
It's so mean, because you think the encounter's done, and then the bird shows up,
Yeah.
and then you take a bunch of damage, and you're just like, God.
And then there's another wave, and it's like,
Yeah.
why are we still here?
I'm taking damage, I'm losing time, I'm crying.
And you
all
can't even
these
fight
things.
back. You can't even fight back.
That's the rudest part, honestly.
Oh, man.
Can I get Grievous? Oh, I'll take him. Ooh,
Okay.
wait,
Ooh,
hold
that's
on,
nice.
hold
Okay.
on.
We're cooking.
Yeah.
We're cooking. Hear us out. All right, we're right into a fig leaf. Let's go. Quack.
Well, we're cooking. Yeah, absolutely. $100 from Zerui. Let's get that Zag and let's get that Silk, y'all. The number keeps going
Let's
up.
go.
We also have a $1,500 donation from a very generous viewer. No comment, but that is not necessary. If you are enjoying the runs, if you are enjoying the marathon, if you are enjoying the shining NB energy of this couch, get those donations in. Make some noise, Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Come on.
Wow. Thank you so much, everyone.
No cooking the bird. Wow. Bone in, boneless, bone in. Yeah, that bird we hate. Yeah, I love all the people turning up to cook iToast. That's wonderful. Neither, I'm vegetarian. Yo, you are so real for that. Boneless wings are just chicken nuggets, and that's why I like them. Okay, whenever people are like, boneless wings are just glorified chicken nuggets. Yeah, because when has anyone ever said, oh no, my chicken nuggets are much bigger and flavored better than they ever were? Nobody. Nobody.
This is unbelievable.
And it really is a matter of any and every donation, no matter how small or big you think it is going to an incredible cause. And no matter how big or small your donation is, it's helping us move the number towards Silksong. It's helping us move the number to 2 million. It's helping us move the number to bullying ADEF.
Yes.
These
Okay.
are important things.
Okay, Quack. Is Bulbasaur in the lead? Did I see that?
Yes, Bulbasaur.
Yo,
just
do you not
jumped
know your
up.
type matchups?
Burbusher.
I do want to shout out, Bulbasaur is in the lead by about 300.
Sorry, me just going Burbusher, because that's where my fucking brain was at that time.
over Magikarp, but if we're going down the list, Sunkern is in third with about 2K. Why not in fourth? My boy,
Understandable.
Why not with one little bit more than 1,500, and Shedinja at
I thought
fifth.
that was hilarious.
it's
Okay, good.
Okay,
Shedinja would
there
be
we go.
All right.
Why
Pick
not
your
and
fate.
Shedinja? Chat, I need you to get in there and juice these. We want ADEF to suffer.
We cannot start off that run's energy with kindness. We need to start it off with donations towards Why Not. Thank you.
Help
Thank
us fight
you.
Zag, help us get Silksong, and help us make ADEF suffer.
Precisely. We have crossed $100,000 towards that fight, Zag.
Yes!
Let's go.
That's unbelievable.
This is so incredible, y'all.
Terry, you have helped raise over $100,000 for the Fred Cancer Foundation.
I'm paralyzed.
You are amazing.
And as if on cue, $10 here from Zagreus.
Uh-oh.
Hey, wait a minute.
He's only giving me $10? Is that my allowance from mom and dad?
I guess so, but you're not going to like this either. Zagreus says, hey, wait a minute.
top, middle,
I
top.
did not agree to this incentive.
Okay, just flex on us.
What?
That way, don't we?
I don't even know how to do that when I'm looking at it.
Burbusher.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry. Was I not supposed to pet the dog while we were just
I-
dodging the memory thing? Was that... See, like, it's a memory game, right? So you just, like, go bottom, and then we're going to go top, and then we're going to go middle, and then we're going to go bottom. So we go bottom, and then we go top. Hold on. Middle, and then bottom.
Okay.
What?
I love how we all rallied to Why Not so
By
strongly.
the way, that was really
True.
hard to do in the practice room when I had no audio.
Yeah.
God, you are
There we
amazing.
go.
That's for Typhon.
That's for Typhon.
Holy cow.
All right, we have some revenge for Typhon coming up, but while we get there, Quack, let's keep this train moving.
Absolutely.
I'm at a point where Pokemon anime cries.
$18,000 to
I'm at a point where Pokemon anime cries are always funny because they tickle the part of my brain that remembers that Miss Universe contestant screaming France. Yeah. The thing is that Why Not actually sucks. Magikarp was actually fine for Roxanne. Everyone just saw Magikarp and went, haha, that one sucks, lol. Right? And, like, Flygon was saying that the whole time. Gotta save Magikarp for Watson.
go towards fight Zagreus.
Let's go.
All are
Let's go.
fast, but right now Terra might be faster. We are schmoving. $50 here from Kiwi saying we need to get that Zagreus fight.
That
we
was the
need
wrong thing
to
to
see the whole family in this speed run. It's incredible how Behemoth Steve does 3 runs in the time I do 1. Trans and NB rights.
Let's go.
We're not.
I was so angry about the Magikarp. What do you mean a free Gyarados? Well, okay, but okay. So the way that run worked is that, and here's what I think people don't understand. Like, if you haven't seen 8F do that run before, if you haven't seen 8F do that run before, how it works is that 8F will be when he gets selected a Pokemon, it is that Pokemon. It doesn't matter if at that level it would normally evolve or anything like that. And he has to use that specific Pokemon to beat that specific gym, no matter no matter what the level was or whatever. And so if he's at gym number 8 and somebody picks Rattata, it doesn't automatically become Raticate. And it also changes for each gym on the way there. Which, like, definitely the run that he did for AGDQ is really, really good. If you want to see the GDQ test pilot for that, it was the GDQ X run at TwitchCon, where 8F did the same run and was like, I am convinced that this is going to be a killer at a mainline AGDQ. And he was absolutely right. He's also done it a number of times on his own Twitch channel, just doing it via gift subs instead of donations. Anyway, super cool run. Super interesting. His Twitch chat is hilarious, so I just generally recommend going and watching. But yeah. Anyway, petting Serb during memory game is nuts. Thank you. I appreciate that. I gotta admit that watching 8F beat Wallace with one chuckle was absolutely incredible. Exactly. Yeah, exactly, Aki. I agree with that. Now is also a good time to talk about the Prometheus thing. Thank you, Carta. I will say, when I was doing that, when I was like, okay, I need to pet the... I need to turn away from the screen and pet the dog, and at the same time, I have to use one hand to hold the controller steady and direct Mel where I need her to go without running into anything, or without getting tagged by the flames, or running into walls and stuff that might slow me down. I was not sure I could do that on the day of, because y'all have seen me do this many times before, where I'll close my eyes for the Prometheus memory game, but the difference between that and this is that those other times, I was doing it with 2 hands. This time, I was doing it with just 1. And so, all of my practice time on the Saturday was spent just seeing if I could do one-handed Prometheus memory dodge. And eventually I kind of got it to be able to do it here on the live run. Admittedly, on my first surface run, I wasn't feeling confident enough to do it. But here I was like, I need to get back to feeling confident, and I think this is a good way to do it. Take a risk and see if it pays off, kind of thing. So anyway, when the crowd had literally no reaction to it, I was like, oh, okay, that's not as cool as I thought it was. But also, I talked about this a little bit before, but like right at the start of this. So when we were teeing up, when we were getting ready for this run, there was no word about whether or not we'd have Cerberus on it until like the run was on Saturday evening. On Friday night, I was talking to on Saturday night or on Friday night, I was talking to BD out in the hall, and BD was talking to Shout, and I asked Mr. Game and Shout, who's like the prize lead guy. I asked Game and Shout if I could pet the dog, because I really wanted to pet the giant Cerberus, and you know, being the Hades runner, I wanted to be able to do that. And BD's the one who pushed to have Cerberus on the stage. And then BD had the you know, like 20,000 IQ idea for me to do exactly what we just did there. And so I wasn't super confident that I could do it. But I wanted to at least give it a shot. Because yeah, me turning to like, the initial plan was I was going to like turn and just look to the commentators and do it, which is a little bit different because that's just turning away, and then I still have two hands on the controller for stability. But doing it one-handed actually made it a lot harder. So I wasn't necessarily convinced that I could do it, and then when I did it here, it felt like, holy crap, I did it. They reacted, but it's hard to hear it unless it's a huge crowd cheer or someone shouting loudly. Yeah, that's a good point. How visible is the stage for the crowd anyway? Well, when you're in the crowd, there are 3 big projectors that show exactly what we're looking at now, but without the chat. And so it is very clear to see what's happening, especially if you're closer to the stage. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool feat, and then in that moment I felt like it didn't get as much recognition, but like, I don't know, we're gonna see if the chat agrees. But anyway, I remember going through that and thinking that it maybe it wasn't that impressive, but
Going to talk about it.
Maybe it
we're
was.
just going to roll with it. We don't have to talk about it. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
No,
This is so funny.
I'm gonna talk
This is
about
like-
it.
What happened? Tell me.
Okay,
tell me,
Webs,
tell me,
talk
tell me,
about
tell
it
me,
for
This
us.
is
tell
the
Pet that
only
dog,
time
that
anyone's
pet.
ever taken concave stone in a speedrun ever.
I was trying to get Lions
me.
thing.
What happened? Tell me.
Okay,
tell me,
Webs,
tell me,
talk
tell me,
about
tell
it
me,
for
This
tell
is
me.
the only time anyone's ever taken concave stone in a speedrun ever.
I was trying to get Lions
I
thing.
used to like concave stuff. I was like, I think this is fun. I like start out with 2 boons, and everyone's like, it's terrible. Stop. And I'm like, my bad.
Oh, it's fun for sure. I don't disagree with that.
Not fast though.
just aura farming the flex.
Okay.
This is the part that the Hades Discord popped off most for. The concave stone, yeah. The flex, blindfolded Hades run when, pet that dog. Yeah.
So you know what's really funny is the concave stone doesn't even technically work on all boons because it doesn't work on Hades boons. Because they're technically Hades blessings.
Yeah.
Actually,
I didn't know that.
I learned that the fun way by watching somebody else make that mistake.
No.
that's the best way to learn about something in this game is to watch someone else do it first.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Nice job.
That's
Nice
That's 2
job.
spawns now. We haven't had any.
Sorry,
I
Owen.
know.
But think of the concave stone value here.
Surely this concave stone. Oh, okay. Hold on. It's gonna pick Grizzly.
Oh my god.
Nice
So
try.
that's, if you didn't know what the concave stone does, is that once when you pick a boon, concave stone will just randomly pick one of the other boons.
And we will never let you forget it. Oh, I don't plan to. Sorry, I just finishing too fast. That would be terrible. Thank you, Radiant J, whoever you are. I appreciate it. I don't let myself forget it.
You'll
yeah.
get both, which sounds great on paper until it's not.
Yep. Oh, cool.
Our forever blessings.
I didn't
Yeah.
this time, but sometimes. Oh,
Yeah.
tail again.
2
Tail
spawns,
again.
2 tails.
All right.
All right, this is time for Quack, though. So, Quack, while we're fighting the tail,
Absolutely,
let's go.
we've had some pretty big jumps in the last couple of minutes. Just $15,000
Oh, let's
to
go. Come on, everybody.
Let's go.
Zagreus. Chat heard the call, and they are absolutely prepared. We have $1,666 from a tall shade of the color red, who simply says, "Give cancer hell."
Yes.
We will, yeah.
I also have $35 here from Tetra Slash on behalf of sisters everywhere. Please humble that brother. Let's get that Zag fight and Silk song, baby.
Congratulations, Crash McCloud. Just wanted to say I don't think I've felt this welcome as an NB since I've come out 2 years ago. Thank you. Fuck yeah. GDQ fam pulls through for the queer folk, and I love that.
Alrighty.
It is very
right.
unapologetic.
Let's get it.
It's
Typhon's Revenge!
Come on, everyone.
Queer
Let's get Tara
support.
your energy.
This is
Let's
how
go.
we win, exactly.
Typhon round 2, electric boogaloo. Let's go.
Actually, electric boogaloo because we've got Zeus spoons.
Oh, you're so right. We do be electricing and boogalooing.
I wasn't sure what the verb was going to be.
Boogaloing?
I liked it.
You've really boogalooed this fight so far. I'm really.
Oh, have I?
Parentheses positive.
I felt like that needed the. Thank you for that. That actually needed the.
All right, this is looking good.
Does anybody remember what my hex is? Oh, it's Nightbloom. Okay, help me out, brother.
And if you're wondering at home, no, you can't sheep Typhon.
What do you mean?
Every
I
Typhon
wish.
is electric
That'd be sweet,
boogaloo
though.
because
In a
Zeus shows
perfect
up.
world.
Yo,
It would
real
be.
Angelus.
All right, we're going to wail, do a bunch of damage here.
Why did my dude disappear? Yeah, that Grievous Blow is doing a lot of work. Webbs, you want to explain what Grievous Blow does?
So think of it kind of like crit chance in this game, except a little worse in some ways. Grievous Blow, what it does whenever you apply wounds, which you get from Ares core boons, like attack or special, anything that has wounds on it, you'll have a percentage chance to do 200% damage. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Whereas like normal crit chance you see on like Artemis boons is 300%, I believe. But it's still very good for.
Yeah, there
Let's
it
go.
is.
There's the revenge. There we go.
Nice.
That fight
But
phase
does
is
he
really
help?
challenging.
Steve
There's a
asked
lot
for
of different things going
explanation.
on.
Webbs
You have to get
instantly
close to Typhon to
slanders
do the best damage
Grievous
for a lot of
Blow.
your weapons, and really close
I
to Typhon
mean,
in that last phase. There's just a ton
Webbs
of stuff
is
that's close
telling
up
the
in
truth,
there that
though.
can do damage to you before you can see it. So
Grievous
that
Blow
fight's really
is-
challenging. Great job.
Grievous Blow and
Thank you.
Mutual Destruction are the
Personally, the thing I struggle with most is those little spinny liquid
Yes,
things.
they're horrible.
poor man's
They're so
crit.
bad. All right.
I don't know.
We have. Thank you for everyone that contributed to this bid war. We are closing in on our last 2 weapons of this run, which means Tara is going to lock in on these last two. And so while we let Tara get set up for the Nurgle run, Quack, do we have any updates to share?
Yeah, first of all, I want to thank everyone for keeping the bid war honest across our first 4 runs. That in and of
Worse than
itself
crit,
raised
but also
almost
considered two
$5,000.
cakes. Yeah.
Wow.
Both Grievous and
Just
Neutral
to keep
together
the
make a
routes
difference.
competitive.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
thank you so much, but do not lose sight of our prize here. We have raised $107,000 out of 120 for fighting Zagreus. It is the home stretch in these final 2 runs. I believe in you, chat.
Okay,
Just
let's
to keep
go.
the
Hold on.
routes competitive. So thank you so much, but do not lose sight of our prize here. We have raised
I just wanted to highlight that I paused specifically pointing at Icarus with the admire command on screen and just went, admire, and then continued on my fucking speedrun after.
It's
Anyway.
$107,000 out of
Difference between
120
200% and
for
plus
fighting
200% damage.
Zagreus.
Yeah.
It is the home stretch in these final 2 runs. I believe in
I don't
you,
even
chat.
like running errors. Yeah.
I have $2,000 from Anonymous. No comment, but that is the push that is going to get us to this bonus boss fight.
Wow, thank you all so much.
Thank
This is
you
just
all
amazing. So yeah, reminder, you see that estimate? We only have 2 runs left. We are going to go in under that.
We are kind of blowing through this estimate.
We're
Okay,
bundling positive through this estimate.
Okay, chat. And everyone here in the
Nurgle's
audience,
really
this is
fun
the
weapon, it
Nurgle
helps.
aspect, which means
Yes.
you have an important job.
Yes.
Whenever you see bonk, say bonk.
You see the little thing winding up next to our
Bonk.
magic? Oh my gosh, it's so good. You basically get into an enrage mode and you just, oh my gosh, this aspect is so good.
The bonk stick is powerful.
Oh my god, this is like, I describe it as like Mel is literally too angry to die. Like that's exactly what it is. It is hands down my favorite axe. Like I picked this thing up and I was like, oh, this is
It
what I
feels
wanted.
so different than the other ways the axe plays. Like it's really slow to move around, but then you get into the berserk mode and you just feel like you are unstoppable.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like Arthur from the first game if it was good.
Yo, Webbs is so real for that comment. Arthur do kind of suck. Why last 2? Didn't they die on the last boss with Skull, so therefore they need to do it again? My brother in Christ, you gotta understand, marathons are marathons. I'm not holding if I'm holding Silk Song's hostage, I'm the villain. I ain't doing it. I really have to play a game again. Played it a lot in early access, but never after 1.0. Yeah. It do be good. Arthur trash only facts here. Yup. Nurgle is slower than Blades, but also consider big bonk. Yup.
And it's really
Which
good.
is saying something.
And Tara's
Yes.
really good at it.
Yes.
I want to take a second and say, you know, Webbs, you're pretty familiar with all the aspects. Have you ever considered doing an all aspects run?
You know, the funny story, I actually have done one. It was the first run to ever come under 6 hours.
Oh my
and
god.
I forgot to save the bot.
No.
If that's not the most Hades speedrunning story I've ever heard in my life, I don't know what
Oh
is.
my gosh.
Oh, it's okay. It just means I have to run it back.
That's true.
It's true. Are you going to run it back?
God, no.
That was the best.
Are you going to join me on the surface?
Maybe. We should race them sometime.
Oh, all aspect surface?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Sure.
All right, this is a great time for even more donations. Quack, got an update for us?
Even more donations.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen. I'm telling you, for free right now, Webbs and I are not gonna race all aspects surface. If it happens, it is a long ways away. Because I am not doing that 9-hour run again anytime soon. What do you mean? Do you actually want to do it? Do you? Will you swear on our friendship bracelets that you want to do it? Boot up tomorrow, nerd. Bitch, I'm working. I'm working. Foul that under things that will never actually happen but are cool to talk about. It's not 9 hours when you race Webs, just until Webs finishes. True. Webs, we all know your ass would not want to do that. Yeah, right? Love the bonk. Wait, didn't they die on their first... My brother in Christ, I'm not... Like, okay, people need to have a little bit of extra sense. Because, like, what you're implying when you're asking questions like this is that if I were to die on weapon number 5, that I would have to do it all again, and that ain't happening.
Nations, we are just about
Hebs rank
$10,000
AA taking
Close
12
this out.
P
Let's
breaks.
close this out.
Right, Zagreus, this is the moment I want to see Zagreus get humbled. It's been predicted, the fates have decreed it so, but you need to get your donations in and mark that Fight Zagreus incentive. gdq.gg/donate. I have $500 here from Pixel Bear. By coin and will, I stoke the fated fire. Let the Zagreus bout be called and the incentive be met. So mote it be.
Katoski on Katoski.
Lovely. Keep him rolling.
I also have $100 here from Stacy. Megaro would agree. You gotta fight Zagreus.
Yes.
I also have $100 here from Echo, simply saying, donation from Echo, from Echo.
Thank you,
Thank you
Echo.
so much. And also, lest we forget, I have $500 here from Dave G with the instruction to bang the table as I read this. Silk song, silk song, silk song. And friends, we are just about $20,000 to go from $1.9 million to PCF and Hollow Knight Silk Song in the marathon.
Let's go.
Oh!
Let's go.
We can
Oh my
do
god, that
this.
is a
We're going
super
to do
cute
this, y'all.
bongo. Mug is so good.
All right, here's Polyphemus, completely powerless to our bonk stick.
Yeah. And as you can see, we've got Aphrodite here just absolutely making all of our hits do so much damage. You have to be close range for a lot of her boons and things like that. That is not a problem. Bonk.
Ooh,
Bonk.
8F tap. That's a good pick.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it when we picked it up, but certain aspects in this game are
I'm a
very
little partial.
hammer reliant, and we
I
happen
like
to
this one.
hit the best one on this one. So you'll see Steve doing these things called Omega attacks, like in encounters and boss fights. We picked up a hammer called Psychic Whirlwind, which is, it lets you do an Omega attack and keep that rolling and still be able to do normal attacks. So it's like basically doubling up on your DPS.
And not even just on your DPS either. On Nurgle, it doubles up on the healing factor from your
Yes,
Berserk
yes.
as well. So extremely valuable to have.
Thank you.
Oh, and oh my God, Webs, I took a gain.
It was done
Oh my
by
God, did you?
Live
Wow.
I
Later.
did. I took
Or-
a gain early. Oh my
So
God.
proud of you.
This is
Oh,
so good.
sorry,
Hey,
Salt
while we're riding on
Pockets.
these boats,
She
Quack,
changed her
how are we
name
doing?
everywhere.
You got it. The number has shot up. We are under $6,000 to
God.
go
Oh my God.
on Fight
That was like just
Zagreus.
10.
Right? Yeah, I blinked, and y'all are absolutely crushing it, chat.
Just hit.
Just hit.
Why not?
Just hit.
Okay, why not's climbing? I see
Okay,
you.
no, why,
I see you.
Let's do this. Do it for Quack, everybody.
Do
We
it
want
for
Why
Quack.
Not is the main to start this run.
Why Not is
Neural
absolutely
is so much fun.
torturous in Pick My Main. Why Not is just shy of $3,000, so another 3K simply gets us there. I believe in you, Twitch chat.
And it also gets us that much closer to Silk Song and that much closer to $2 million.
We're so close.
Oh my God.
I also want to take a sec to shout out this $50 here from Cyan. As an NB doctor,
An Ergo O special
thank you
build
for
is
all the
hilariously
support
fun.
AGDQ
It
has
is.
shown to medical
It is.
research and to the trans community. It's great to see two of my favorite games of 2025 towards the finale, trans and NB rights.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The fist pump was for trans and NB rights, but also because we didn't get Charybdis.
Yes. I mean, it was definitely for the trans and enemy rights. I didn't even care if it was Charybdis. Why would I care?
It would have meant more time to raise money for Silk Song. That is true.
Yep, at least a minute, probably. Maybe
Also
two.
that fifth. Thank
Charybdis
you.
is so,
I really like.
Chat might only need a minute or two, less than.
I love this top. This is my favorite top. It's cute as fuck. It looks incredible, but it also is a pain in the ass to put on. And take this how you will, but it comes off very easily. So admittedly, I was a little terrified that at some point it was. Man, I love Flash Fry. Good one, Arrow. Girl, all your AGDQ fits were fire. Thank you. But yeah, no, y'all are killing me, making me mod this. But yeah, no, I love that top. It's cute as fuck. I really enjoy it. It is also like it's crocheted and knitted, and so it's actually surprisingly warm. That being said, it also shows a fuck ton of skin, so it is very breathable, despite being very, very warm. Oh, I know it's Man I Love Flash Fry. It's so good. But yeah, yeah, no, thank you. I really like that, that top. And I mean, like, the pants are my favorite pants too. The ones with shredded jeans and then fishnet leggings under. Like, they're cute as fuck.
5,000
There's also like a chain on the back
Let's close this out.
that highlights my butt.
Donation from Anonymous.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Fight Zagreus. Bring on Silk Song. Shaw!
All right, so here's one of those situations where we actually are fine with the family dispute happening. On Rift of Thistle specifically, it's like not that bad. And we're gonna get 2 boons here.
Yeah, exactly. Like the biggest thing is that like getting a family dispute means that you're only getting the family dispute versus like a boat can be anywhere from 2 to 3 encounters. Each one can have multiple wave spawns.
Yeah.
You at least know on the family dispute you're only going to be getting a singular encounter.
But
with 3 wave
highlighting
spawns,
chains.
so it's a lot more manageable.
Yes.
True.
It's also a guarantee
Thank
that you
you,
don't see
Lucifer.
any NPCs
I haven't been
that
working
spawn
out a
down either,
lot
which is very
lately,
nice.
Correct.
lately,
Yeah.
and I'd like to
it's
get
good
back
all
to that.
around. And wow, we're already at Eris again.
Yes,
3K to
this
go
was a
on Fight
really good
Zag.
one.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm going to tell you this. You're going to want to get this met before Artemis Daggers because once the Artemis Daggers start, you're not going to be able to blink as to how good that run is going to be. Get this locked in now so you can enjoy and celebrate with the Artemis Daggers run that's coming up after this. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, that from our lovely audience in Pittsburgh is the siren song, no pun intended, of the $10,000 to
God.
Silk Song.
Let's go.
Count it down, everybody.
Oh my gosh. All right, all right, all right.
I ain't even worried. I'm on Nurgle. I don't have to dodge anything.
Bye. Nice fight.
Have you considered bonk?
Yeah, just bonk.
Just bonk.
Sorry, we're raising money for Silk Bonk.
For Silk Bonk.
Silk bonk.
That's true.
Silk Bonk.
That's just true.
Well, speaking of bonk, I hope you're ready to
Go on, you
fight
never felt
Zagreus
this good,
because we are
Drew.
less than $1,000
Oh
to
my
go.
God.
Close this out.
let's
Let's
go.
go right now. Let's close this
Start
out, everybody.
Preparing, Tara. Twitch chat is ready for this.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh,
I'm
so are
excited.
we. Oh my God.
I have not seen like a speed runner go through and fight Zagreus. I've only seen myself like be flailing around and really bad at it. So I'm super excited.
I have beaten Zagreus a total of twice in my life, and
It's
I have
hard.
played this game more than I care to admit.
yeah.
Okay, hold on. So I picked up Sword Hilt there, and one of my favorite parts of picking up the Sword Hilt here was reading back the Hades Discord chats, because I knew that they were going to assume that I picked it to get Blood Spree, but the reality is I knew that on this showcase I was going to be showing Mutual Destruction. That was the goal from the get-go. I had 2 goals on Nurgle. 3 goals on Nurgle. Number 1, Aphrodite attack. Number 2, Mutual Destruction. Number 3, bonk. and so when I got up here and still didn't have mutual destruction, I was like, all right, I'm forcing it. Everybody's gonna think I'm going for antler, but I won't be.
Got the calling card though, so it was worth it.
Oh yeah. Okay, that keepsake is actually really good. Okay, we're looking for one thing and one thing only from Aries, and that is
Not it.
one more.
$400 to
my
go
baby.
any moment now.
400? Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we just picked up something called Mutual Destruction there. What Mutual Destruction does, it is my favorite boon in the game. And what Mutual Destruction does is, like we described with the Grievous Blow earlier, how it works is for every point of HP that you are missing, you have a chance to do plus
Sword tilt.
200% damage with everything that you have. So the more health that I have, and the more damage that I take, the more likely I am to get some crits. So what we're gonna be doing,
You heard
let's
it
go!
first.
Let's go, everybody!
We're going to be fighting Zagreus.
Well, it's pretty on
and
Nurgle is redundant
Hades
anyway.
too.
Yeah. I also don't feel like Nurgle has the attack
let's
speed
hear it.
to make
Let's
it
hear
worth
it.
it.
Zag.
Like, I think you're better off going
Oh
for
my
Trusty or
$500 here
something
from
else.
Cognos. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Thank you so much, everyone, for raising $120,000 for the Prevent Cancer Foundation. But we're not done.
No.
We've got less than 6,500 to
Oh
Hollow
we are so
Knight
close.
Silk
Let's do that,
Song.
y'all. I want
I
to
believe
see.
in all
I
of
want to
you.
see if you can. I want to see if you can hit
Two
Silk Song
cakes,
before we beat
yeah.
Prometheus. I think you can do it.
Okay.
I think you can do it.
I don't know, I'm going kind of fast.
All right,
This
why
is a
not
big
fans?
room.
Why not fans? Rise up. Every donation to Why Not
Hey.
also gets us to Silk Song.
A-
Go!
Athena is here to help you do this.
Yes.
Why Not has jumped up to very close to our top two, just about 1,500 to take the lead. You
God.
can be the difference in ADEF's life. Perceived derogatory.
Oh my gosh.
This is, it was one thing to be out in the crowd for this. It is electric being on this stage right now.
Yeah, Tara!
Let's go.
I,
Can't think of someone more deserving
You
of
are
this right here.
amazing. You are so amazing.
thank you. I'm just doing my best.
Bonk.
We have $25 here from Hornblatt simply saying, NB Pride, trans rights, y'all are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I also have $100 here from Ye Old Joy, who says Hades 1 was the first game to teach me that I could do difficult things and that they could actually be fun. And Hades 2 has only deepened my love for the series. We can do hard things like preventing cancer as a community by playing great games fast, and I think that's beautiful.
It is.
Thank you so much. Absolutely.
Court and I both come from the land of Super Mario Kaizo, where we have built up a love and a respect of difficulty, and I think part of the reason we both love this game so much is because a lot of what people say about difficulty is you can find it there too, and there's nothing more enjoyable for me in video games than finding something hard and being able to do
Overcoming
it
that.
and overcoming
Yeah.
it and doing it again and again and again.
I mean, that's what speedrunning's all about.
It really is.
What do I even? Oh, I'll take that. All right, we're
All right.
back to Prometheus.
Hi,
Let's see.
Prometheus.
Do y'all think I can pet the dog and dodge that move again?
Yeah, I
Or
can-
was it a fluke?
No.
Do we think it was a
Hey,
fluke?
Prometheus,
sorry,
are we gonna get to 1-9 soon? Can you tell us?
Yeah, but no, you would know.
He would know.
Yeah, oh yeah, true.
He would know, but he wouldn't tell us. That's the thing.
What?
He's that kind of guy.
That's true.
He
All right,
wouldn't
let's-
tell us, but I think chat has the answer. If you're racing
middle,
Terra
top.
to 1.9 before Prometheus, this is your chance. I don't know if you've seen this a couple times before, but she's very good at this fight.
He's so good at this fight. Come on, everyone.
It happens for
Okay,
every
so I
mainline
have
event.
Nurgle X,
Yeah.
so I can just heal through things, right?
Wow.
I mean, you say that. I'll trust you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Bottom, top, bottom, middle. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. Top, bottom, middle.
What the heck?
Wow, I almost got hit.
remember the
That
order.
was
I do still have to
necessary
say it
dodge
physically out loud
timing
when I
there.
play this boss fight. And,
Yep.
and there it
Nice
is.
job. Nice job.
That is the last time we will be seeing Prometheus. So everyone say goodbye.
Bye, Prometheus.
Goodbye, Prometheus.
Why Not has taken the lead.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Tonight. $1,000 to go for Silk Song. Come on, Chad.
Come on,
I
all.
believe in
Let's
you.
do this. Let's do this. Also, good catch on the keepsake that time.
Oh, no.
We didn't want concave
That's
stone
the dog.
again.
Concave stone surface run.
Yay! Can I just say though that ADF is also another creator who like really inspires me, and I like ADF makes like the best YouTube videos for watching on my lunch break. So shout outs to him, and I'm so sorry what we're doing to you.
I'm not.
And as thanks, we're going to have Why Not show up. You're welcome.
Less than 500.
Oh my God.
Y'all,
Waited
come on.
7
Twins?
years for this
Oh,
goal.
here we go.
Don't
There it
keep
is,
us
finally, we're
hanging
getting to see the
any
twins.
longer. 375.
Admittedly, I got so distracted in this fight. I
Oh my god.
Okay. When everybody was cheering for the Silk Song thing, I totally lost complete focus on fighting the twins there, which is why you can see me like fucking whiffing a bunch of attacks and shit. It's just kind of funny that I was like so out of it. But yeah, no. I remember thinking in that moment, I'm like, fuck, this is the worst twins fight of all time. But like,
Thank you so much, Chad. Thank you so much, Pittsburgh. We are seeing Hollow Knight Silk Song.
Silk song.
Silk song, silk song, silk song, silk song.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
Okay, y'all, you know what comes next, though.
True.
I want to hear a countdown.
That's a good point, Aaron,
We
I
are
guess.
closing in on $2 million raised for PCF.
Oh my goodness, you all are amazing.
Okay, so we can say who up silking they song, and it's all of us.
It's all
It's all of us.
We have come together in this moment in time to silk our song as one. I'm sorry, Quack.
I don't know about that. Quack, save me. More donations,
Yeah,
please.
we're bailing out of this. I have $25 here from Fox Wasp who says, making 8Fs run miserable? Sure, why not? But thank you so much for that donation. Some other donations that helped us get to that Silk Song bonus game. We have $1,000 from Anonymous. No comment, but all of these donations add up. We can keep it
Oh my
going
God,
to
the
2
chat.
million to beyond.
Let's go, y'all.
Okay, it
I'm going to
wasn't
warn
slow
you all
at
right
all.
now, this
Thank
last
you.
boss fight, you are going to be terrified.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because remember, Terra took mutual destruction, which means we have a lot of health and we don't want it.
Yep.
We don't want any of this health because the less health we have, the more damage we do. And so we are going to get unreasonably close to a very scary proposition, but I promise you, Terra knows what she's doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, like that's what we were
Sure.
saying. It's a close range weapon. We have to be really up close to Typhon to do all of this damage. You got this, girl. Let's go.
Come on, give Terra your energy, everybody.
that was a genuine reaction, though. I was like, okay, I've died to this once before today. Surely I don't die again, right?
Those numbers are just ridiculous.
Look at these damage numbers, y'all.
All right, phase one.
Wow. No more eggs. Sorry, Swoos.
Bye, Swoos. So that is actually a really important thing because the faster you can kill
Yes.
those eggs, one, if they don't hatch, you don't have any ads. Two, it just speeds the phase up so you can move on to the next phase of the fight quicker.
Wow,
Okay,
nuts.
phase. Not quite in phase two. Actually, you know what? We conquer a lot of monsters out here, but nobody conquers monsters more than Prevent Cancer Foundation. So can we just get a PCF chant for the rest of this?
PCF, PCF, PCF.
All right.
That was incredible.
All right.
All right, here comes the egg spawn.
Come on, we're almost there. There's one more over here, I think. No? Okay.
No, you got him.
Okay. He's gonna chin slam. Thank
Oh
you
my
for it.
goodness.
These
I'm
damage
just gonna
numbers are
tank it.
so ridiculous, everybody.
All
oh
right,
my
we're just
goodness.
tanking from here on.
And there was the same unfortunate combo.
Never in doubt. Y'all give it up for Tara here.
Oh my God.
I want to see
You
hands up.
committed.
Hands up if you thought I died there.
No, we're good. We're good.
I'm sorry, Taz.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Wow.
Ooh, 31 HP. That's fine. That's fine.
That was amazing.
Hey, sub 10.
All right, we're getting set up for our last and final aspect here. And Tara, I know this is one that's really special to you, so I wanted to give you time to explain it, really talk about it, why it means a lot.
Yeah, Artemis Blades, like I talked about a little bit earlier, and how like fellow speedrunner Moip like really inspired me on this weapon. But like something about this weapon like really hits home to me because it feels very, very different, very unique. It feels very special, and it feels like it has an extremely high skill cap, one that I'm not even close to touching, and yet I keep coming back for that hit, so to say.
Yeah, Webb, you want to explain like what exactly makes Artemis Blades so unique? What's the mechanic? How does it work?
Yeah, cool. So Artemis Blades, different from all the other daggers. So whenever you charge an Omega attack, you'll get a move called a Riposte. Whenever you take damage, you will get, how many strikes is it, Steve?
It's 9 strikes.
Yeah, okay. You'll get 9 strikes that have a very, very high crit chance. So what you want to try to do
That
is
was
get that riposte
stressful,
at a good
yeah.
timing and try to utilize it as much as
I
possible.
thought she
Yeah, you can
died
see
my
it
heart.
shining
Yeah.
below on the
The
UI, so that's how
bravery.
you can tell, and you can see the blades above
Scary.
above Illinois as we're going through this. You can kind of be watching the progress as we go. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing.
And the thing about the skill cap is knowing how enemy attacks go, knowing when your riposte is up, and putting yourself in the position to not just
thought
catch
that
the
was a
riposte,
death, yeah.
but utilize all 9 of those strikes efficiently is incredibly, incredibly complex. And as Tara said, it is a very different approach to all of the other daggers. Like Pan daggers, you're just trying to throw a bunch of stuff. Morgan, you're trying to hit the triad. Artemis, it really is more of a duel. It really is more of a, like, I don't want to say wait and see, but like you're playing the enemies a lot closer than you would be with the other aspects, which oftentimes just have you throwing things around and just hitting everything without really thinking about it.
Yeah, this is just absolutely unbelievable to watch. So while we're watching Tara crush these blades, Quack got some donations for her.
Absolutely. I looked over at my screen here, and we've already jumped up another 3K. Thank you so much
so
for
cool.
the energy. We are pushing onwards and upwards to $2 million for PCF and beyond. But I do want to highlight some of these incredible donations that helped us unlock Silk Song in the marathon. I have $100 here from Anonymous, simply saying, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song. Thank you so much. I also have $50 here from Triska. We gotta donate to fight Zagreus, our sibling protagonist who is now a boss, so we can later play as Hornet, the sibling protagonist who used to be a boss. Wow, these parallels are like a Greek tragedy or something.
Big year for games about siblings.
It's true.
Big year.
Oop, come on. Come on.
There you go.
I also have $100 here from Quetzalquiver, who says, in Hades 2, legends become obstacles. Even the fates agree. Zagreus had this coming. Sorry, Zag.
Yeah, no, it's kind of true.
Is this our first Erebus fountain of the day?
Yes?
I think so.
I think so. Shout out to free rooms.
Right? I haven't seen one of those in 84 years.
On the subject of your skills, Tara, $25 from Anonymous. I had a really hard time fighting Prometheus, but seeing that tech made me pick the game back up again.
Let's go.
Thank you for the amazing run, Behemoth Steve.
Nope. I
We
saw who
have
that
no boons right now.
We love Hephaestus in this house, just not for the run.
No,
True.
I have all I need. I got a Aphrodite attack and I got Blood Spree.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And just like that, a third of a health bar is gone.
That's unbelievable.
Ooh, I think I can catch this right now. Yep.
And see, that's what we're talking about when we mean tech. Purposefully parrying the returning wave just so you can get your riposte off and get those strikes, and then immediately just sinking all 9 of those strikes right into the back of Hecate, just maximizing literally every single opportunity to do damage.
I don't know how that didn't count, but
Yeah, it takes so much planning and preparation to do that. Well done.
That's so nice.
Yeah, I'd say the Morrigan blades are another one that require a lot of planning.
Oh,
You have to hit the blood triad.
okay, I'm just gonna shout out the Dark Omen on Twitch and YouTube, who is
Yes.
an incredible Morrigan player. Like, please, if you are interested at all in running the aspect of the Morrigan, you need to watch them. They are incredible. They run that aspect through anything.
Yeah, I'm a Morrigan player, and it's really fun. And again, like we were saying earlier, there's a weapon out there, there's an aspect out there for everyone.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
so many resources, people available. Tara has been like such a mentor to me and so many others. So
And even if you like,
Yeah,
depending on what
right?
you like, Webs,
The
can you talk
more
a little bit
go
about the
desi-
different like
deserve that
categories
shit.
and the different styles that people do when they speed run Hades too?
Oh, geez, Louise, we've got too many of them. I'll tell you what. So if you're looking for like a short and sweet run, we've got Any Fear. It's just one run, one weapon. If you're looking for something difficult, you could try some Fear speed running. We got 32. Some higher ones, I don't know them because I don't run them. I'm sorry.
I think we have both 50 and I
50.
think people are working on 62,
62
becoming
right
a
now?
category.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool,
Which
cool.
is kind of sick.
If you want something a little easier but still difficult, we got Fresh File. First
Shadow
run,
straight
just boot up the game, start
straight
running it,
nerd,
good
yeah.
to go. And then my personal favorites, the multi-weapon categories.
I
So we
gotta
have
shout
OWO
out my
categories,
friends.
which stand for one weapon only. Shout out to the acronym. It's each aspect of every weapon, so 4 runs in a row. And then you've got 3 weapons, which is pretty self-explanatory. And then my personal favorite, which is all weapons, which you're seeing right here.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been fun.
We've seen both of those over GDQs in the past. I want to give a shout out to Vareem, who was the OG
Yes.
Hades runner 5 years
Yeah.
ago. And I also want to give a shout out to Arkalina and Trash Lapis. Who
Yes!
ever do it? Raise your hand if you remember 2 wives, 1 controller, Hades 1 runs.
Yes, that was so good.
And as I did back then, I do have to shout out, while the Frame Fatales cannot guarantee that you find the love of your life, they can guarantee that you find a co-op partner for a run as sick as this.
And speaking of that, Tara, you want to talk about your run in upcoming Frost Fatales?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. So we'll be doing basically this, but 3 weapons in Frost Fatales, and we're only going to be doing 3 weapons. So we're going to do the same kind of idea where we're going to be voting on both the Underworld versus Surface, but I mean, ideally, I'd like y'all to pick my weapons too. Can you imagine me going into this and not knowing what route or weapon I'm going to be taking for the entire thing?
I would like to see that. I also want to give a shout out to J-Rock the God, who's going to be running any percent.
Thank you.
Underworld at Back to Black, which is coming up very, very soon, y'all. You aren't going to miss that.
Surely.
Give it up for
Xbox.
J-Rock the God, who's going to be bringing this to that incredible event, which is coming up February 6th. It starts here at twitch.tv/UDQ. Or Games Done Quick, the whole thing. Use the whole thing.
Use the whole thing.
Y'all, I'm too
Back up
hyped to
with-
remember acronyms at this point. We've reached over 1.9 million. We're closing in on 2 million.
All right, Quack, got more donations for all?
To that very end, I have $25 here from Dawn.
Sorry.
Am I holding you up?
Oh my god, Helix! Helix! Our Mario Kart GOAT! Yo! Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. What were you up to tonight? Sorry, I was just pausing here because, like, BD was shouting out J-Rock there, and J-Rock is somebody who ran with us at the Twitch Rivals tournament, and he did a really good job with it, despite not being as familiar with the game as some of the other runners in the event. And so when I saw J-Rock was actually on the docket to run Hades 2 at Back to Black, I was hyped. Like, I was super hyped. And so yeah, J-Rock is cool as fuck. Like, straight up. I was watching him play Night Rain with some buddies the other night. Like, he's cool. Thank you for the follow, Evie. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Helix. Welcome in. We're just kind of like rewatching the GDQ run. We're almost done. We're on the last aspect, but I just wanted to do a nice little recap here because this is my first live run.
As a proud younger sibling, I'm rooting for Mel to take down Zag.
Yo,
and as
same.
a viewer, I'm loving that this community's passion is driving the fight against cancer. Let's break 2 million, smash all these incentives, and celebrate the
blood spray,
beauty of
that's fine.
speedrunning. Death to Kronos and trans rights.
Nice fight.
Nice job.
That was kind of scuffed, but we made it. We made it.
Hey,
We're fine.
good.
Also, I hope you
I
stay
also would love
safe,
to call out, y'all have been
Helix.
crushing it, keeping Why Not in the lead for Pick My Main.
Yo.
But
Thank you.
I hunger for more. Bulbasaur is too easy, and we need to knock him down a few
That's true.
pegs in the ranking. So we're setting our sights on Shedinja, gamer. I have $250 here from
Wait.
Ainsel, putting down support for my spoopy boy, Shedinja. Let's get Silk Song, let's get 2 million, and let's hear a trans rights for my roommate and best friend.
Let's go, trans rights.
I always thought it was Shed Ninja because it's like shedding, like a bug. But I don't know how to pronounce Pokemon names, so I'm not the expert.
You
here.
don't know how to pronounce Pokemon names?
No, not
I feel like I'm learning something I should have known a long time ago.
my favorite. My favorite starter is Trico, and I pronounce the end of that line Skeptile.
Oh my god.
It's not good.
I am also guilty of that.
I really want special. That's not special.
Also, Tara, you had someone who you were looking for in Pick My Main, right?
Yeah, okay, so I kind of thought that like it'd be really nice if I could put in a donation for my favorite Pokemon to be introduced in the Hoenn region. But y'all don't want that to happen because my favorite from Hoenn is Aggron, and that's Adef's favorite. So
We're allowed to be nice to ADF sometimes.
sometimes y'all want to give Adef Aggron for the Elite Four. That would be kind of sick.
That'd be cute.
I will say for the record, at an earlier point in this run, I did see Aggron in the top 12
Okay.
options on my dash here. That is no longer true. We are bullying ADF in this house tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see the full list of all the Pokemon that are available. If there's one that's not in the lineup yet, you can donate and get it on the list. So go to gdq.gg/donate and see what Pokemon are there.
Can I get special, please? Oh, come on,
No.
man.
Apparently not.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I just took all of your rerolls.
Yeah.
It's
Surely
fine.
that'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, now surely this is another Aries boon, right?
I hope so.
It is.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know
okay,
what?
we're gonna
I
do this.
fucking
This is gonna be
fumbled. I'm the worst Artemis player in the world because, like, this person, you can parry thorns. I just do it so fucking casually. Like, I was literally just out there parrying fucking everything. Like, in Oceanus, running over steam vents to get it, and then, like, running into thorns to trigger it. Just the one chatter picking up on that is kind of awesome. Simply built diff. I don't know if I'd say that. I've spent a stupid amount of time on this aspect.
previous blow, right?
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 Surely.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
No,
No.
sad panda.
It happens.
Okay.
All right. As we're making our way to service for the last time, Quack, keep us updated.
Absolutely. I have, speaking of Pokemon that are finally making their way into the room, $10 from Slowpoke. I can't wait for the Pokemon Legends ZA run.
I love when they
Every
do this.
single time.
Every time.
Every
it gets
time
me.
the
You're
slow-
so funny every time.
There's
Please
one
keep
or two
doing it.
Slowpokes just wandering around the halls at Pittsburgh. The audience has seen them. We don't have to get into it. I do also have $1,000 here from Nolan.
Wow.
Oh, ooh.
Nolan would like to say, Artemis knives are far and away my favorite aspect, so this is super fun to watch. Can we make some noise for Tara one more time, please?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's such a perfect finale to this all weapons run. It's just absolutely amazing to watch.
Okay. You know what? I could use more fire for slow cooker here, so let's take hot pot for a little bit of safety. Okay. I was really hoping for more Aphrodite, but we're running very bare bones here. You gonna give me a nice attack?
fine.
Ooh, thank you. Who's a good pupper?
And then remember, $100 donation. You could win the boy.
That's true.
Okay, don't let me forget to check every door for our baby boy.
That's true.
One of the most aggravating things I had watching Behemoth Steve play Artemis Daggers is learning what you can actually repost in this game and what you can't. This will come back to haunt us later.
Oh boy. Yay.
Yeah, there's a couple of things that you can't repost in this, but there's a lot of really cool things that you can. And so we can talk about that a little bit once we get into Tartarus. And I'm feeling a little bit bold here. I didn't take Lover.
Wait, are you doing the thing?
I think I'm gonna do the thing because I got Blood Spree, right? So
Yeah.
It's antler time, everybody.
Yes!
Okay, Wes,
right.
tell us about the antler.
It's spooky.
One number suspiciously got really low on the screen.
Yeah, but then another number got really high. So you'll notice our max health is now capped at 30. There's no way we can increase that for the rest of the run, but on the opposite side of that, we now have a 30% crit chance, which is pretty good.
It's really good.
As you're seeing here,
Yeah, so
Antler
Antler is especially
time.
good for like
Yeah.
things like, any percent,
oh my
because
God, just please.
any heat, because you're just doing the one run. If your run dies, it dies, you reset.
So just as a heads up, like white antler is a very common white antler in the final region of a run is a very common strat, not just for any fear, but for multi-weapon runs and high fear runs as well. It is very common to take white antler, just because it is that good. It is that good. And I didn't start running it until November, December of this year. I think it was about December. It was after Twitch Rivals where I decided I was finally going to pick it up and try using it. And it was in preparation for this event. And so I submitted as an idea having antler as an incentive, but it was rejected by games committee, and I think that was a good choice because I think using it here was very fun just for the very last aspect and to do it here. One thing I would like to stop and point out is that most of the time when you are running white antler, like the majority of people who are going to be running white antler trade off Wayward Sun and Persistence, two of the Arcana cards that give you I'm going to say defensive abilities for the rest of the run. And instead, you turn those two in to have enough points to take the Lovers, which is an Arcana card that makes it so that your first 3 hits in a boss fight are nullified, which is very, very handy when you get to Chronos and you only have 30 HP. So, especially when you can just Lovers through the one-shot attack. And so, initially when, and this is a good time to talk about it now. Initially, when I started this run, I was planning on swapping to my Antler Arcana for the Artemis Blades run specifically. But way back on Hell, we died to Typhon, and when I was doing the Nyx Coat run, early on we got Blood Spree, and I very much considered taking Antler just to make up for it. And my first thought was, I don't feel confident enough on Nyx Coat to survive Chronos without levers, and like to survive Chronos on antlers without levers. So at that time, I just kind of said, "Okay, Steve, just bide your time, wait it out, and you will find a better opportunity." And a couple weapons later, the thought occurred to me. Um, the thought occurred to me that doing this for the final run and making it look like I had forgotten my Arcana was the way to go. But truth be told, my decision here to take the antler was a premeditated one, and I was aware that I was not taking the levers, and it was to make up for the embarrassment of my death on the first run. And so I thought I gotta gamble it all on this final run with my favorite aspect on the GDQ stage to see if I can restore my honor, as it were. Anyway,
That's not the sitch here.
Yeah.
This is the 6th of 6.
very reckless.
It's fine. It's fine.
We have blood spree. It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so importantly, blood spree is an Ares boon that when you're below a certain amount of health, every hit you do will regenerate health up to that point. That number is 40, and if you notice, we have 30 max health.
Yeah.
So basically, any hit that Terra takes, she'll be able to regenerate that health. That said, there's a lot of things in this game that do more than 30 damage in one hit.
Yes.
So,
Or multiple 10
Yeah.
HP hits like I just had there.
also, who among us has not had the time in Hades 2 where we were, let's say, stun locked
Yes.
and didn't really know how we could escape, and then just took like 6 hits straight to the face and died.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost at Chronos, so Quack, we probably have time for 1 or 2 more donations.
I know we're all on the edge of the seats, but you talking about White Antler is literally perfect. Chat, if you love this edge of your seat, high risk, high reward gameplay, we have just opened up an incentive for Hollow Knight Silk.
It was a very cinematic ending. I think only taking Antler here made it more significant. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you, Scranchender, which is, once again, an incredible username. I think it was the right play. Going into the event, I wasn't sure if it was, but I think you're right. I think only doing it for the final run in this final moment is what made it more significant.
Song to equip
Pardon
the
me.
barbed
Oh my
braid.
God.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
You
go.
don't know about your red tier stone ring-alikes. Barbed bracelet is maybe the worst one, but it still saves time. If you want to see double damage Lace 2, double damage Final Boss, and double damage High Hall's Gauntlet, you need to get your donations in for Barbed Bracelet.
How much is that, Quack?
120.
If I want to run levers and generally get better at Hades 2, do you have a good Arcana setup to try? I'm also interested in using Antler, okay? 10 out of 10 usernames, standard, less wayward, and persistence to take levers. Yeah. I'll go over it after this run. Like once this finishes.
$20,000.
Oh my
We
By
can
about
do that.
We can
halfway
do
into
that,
the
bro.
We can do that.
run, so Scene can pick it up. Do not slow up, chat. You got this. Good luck, Tara.
Thank you very much. So normally when you're picking up White Antler, you would be a smart human being and take something in your Arcana that is called the Lovers. And that makes it so that whenever a boss hits you, the first 3 hits of that encounter are entirely mitigated. I didn't think to change that, so we're gonna just run without it. Okay, now we get to play a fun game, which is, does my parry come back in time here? And it definitely will.
All
We're
right.
fine.
Okay.
We're chilling.
Phase 1.
One of the things I wanted to try to make sure of, and I don't think I did a great job of it in the moment because I was a little bit nervous, was I wanted to take enough damage to lose my armor. because I think in general the Hades community, like especially the speedrunning community, pardon me, is aware that if I were to if I were to have armor in this next section, I would survive survive the one shot, because Kronos' one shot destroys your armor and none of your health if you have armor. You could have one armor, it will absorb the entire blast, and you'll be fine. It's it's and so I wanted to be very conscious of the fact that having that armor would make this next bit feel a lot more safe and a lot less scary. And so I wanted to try to make sure that I got rid of it. And I almost forgot in the moment. When I started that fight, I wanted to go out of my way to lose it, but I was definitely a little too focused to actually consider losing the armor on purpose.
Okay, so notice how this phase 2 fight starts. I'm just gonna say, let it happen.
Gotcha.
I cut that pretty fucking close, though.
Yeah, if
You can parry
you
that.
can parry God.
And Grandpa.
And
This
just
part, though.
like that. Woo!
Oh,
That's fine.
We
That is
down
it.
time. Let's go.
woo.
You
That
had
was
to make
it.
it spicy at the end.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that
my
felt
God.
good. Oh, let me tell you, you cannot get that rush from any other aspect.
And that
I
is
thought-
time.
That is time.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're good. We're chilling.
It's
Whew. That last parry was tight.
That was
I didn't think it
amazing.
was gonna make it.
y'all
Wow.
give it.
Yeah. Double damage, yeah.
Up for Behemoth Steve doing all of that. Let's hear it.
Fucking Afterglow
Anybody wanna see a
Overkiller
run
Rain.
back of that
You
first
immediately
one?
got that crash hitting. Oh yeah.
I'm kidding.
I think you absolved yourself quite well following up.
I hope so. Do y'all want to give out your shoutouts while I prep for the Zag fight?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to say, Tara, thank you for being such inspiration to me and so many others, continuing to come back to this game, and just shout out.
Parry? What? You can do that? Melting the Titan of Time. I clenched real hard. Got him.
Outs to everyone making this event happen. Thank you for being here all week.
Not
Thank you to
even
everyone
close.
who's donated. It's an honor to be up here and an honor to be backstage. So thank you all.
Thank you.
You
Next.
can parry
Cool.
that.
Well, first off,
Kronos.
thank you to Steve for having me up here.
and
I
parry
initially
God
was not
and
slated
parry.
for commentary. I was just hanging out with the homies, but we had a gamer drop, and I'm here. And shout out to GDQ for having me as well. GDQ is actually what inspired me to start speedrunning back in 2014, 2015. So thank y'all. I appreciate it.
Thank you for filling in.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out. 5 years ago, Hades 1 was played for the first time by Vareem. And 5 years later, we're playing a Hades game that stars a girl, and that hits pretty hard right now.
Aw, you're welcome by Hubris. Thank you. You occasionally parry, yeah.
So I want to give a special shout out to the people in the Hades 1 community who were there at the very beginning to help make this place special. Halion, Vareem, Jertz, Musaeus, everyone, OP, everyone who has been part of this community that made it not only an amazing speed game, but an inclusive community to be part of. This game means a lot of things to a lot of people for a lot of different reasons, myself included, and part of the reason why we're here is because those people laid the path to make sure that we could feel safe here. So thank you all so much.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Hades being a goated queer community.
All right, so
Like
we're
queer-friendly
gonna get
community.
started on a couple of Zag fights. I actually have two different
Also,
files
Goated queer
prepped here.
community.
I have one that's kind of mid, and we're going to start with that one. And so when we're running the Zag percent run, the thing that we often do with that is we take Antler
this
right
game we're
off the
still
bat.
planting.
And so much like the last run, we're only going to have 30 HP for the whole thing. I have a little bit of armor right here, as you can see in the bottom corner. But we do only have that 30 health. And why that 30 health really matters here is that pretty much every hit Zag does is more than 30 damage. So this is effectively, I would say we have 5 hits until I'm dead on this specific build. So let's hope that I can make it through. This build is an interesting one that I actually set up in the practice room. I don't know how it's gonna go. We have Hephaestus, we have Arctic Ring, and we have Cryo Pounder. That's about all we got right now.
Okay.
That's all we got
All
to our
right.
name. So let's
That'll do it.
Do we want to roll the spoon? Let's roll the
Let's
spoon.
roll it,
Let's
but why
do
not?
it.
It takes C-Star if you see it, please.
Okay, you know what? I'm rolling for C-Star. Come on, C-Star. You know, can I take Hydraulic Might? Hydraulic Might's actually good.
Hydraulic Might's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I think you should
I think that's
actually-
the play.
All right, I think we
All
should.
right.
You ready for a countdown?
Yeah, count us down.
All right, let's count it down from 5, y'all. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alrighty, so this is going to be our first attempt at Zag, and then we're going to take another one right afterwards with a build that is much better. than
Passing up Wave Strike. I'm so sorry.
It's just a warm-up. Hey, Zach. What's
Hey, Zach.
up?
Hey, Steve, how come you never fight Zag? Well, listen.
Also, shout out to this absolute banger of a song from the
Yes.
Hades 1 soundtrack.
Yeah. He's like doing stuff, but I can't tell. Like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
There's the armor. And he's got 1 Death Defiance.
Because of course he does.
When he popped the Death Defiance, I screamed.
Yeah.
Yeah. 75 damage in a single hit. Like, come on.
Rude.
Like, up.
Oh, we're so close. Oh, come on.
Your last chance.
Oh,
All
my
right.
All right.
All right.
That
time
was
for the
pretty
run back. Time
close.
for the run back. Holy cow.
Who wants
That
another?
was pretty close.
I'll take
Do y'all
one.
want another
I'll
one?
take one more. Y'all
Y'all want
more?
another one?
I like beating up my older brother.
I never succeeded in that, to be honest. Fun fact, I'm a gender fluid individual and I see myself as being both genders at the same time. My sister is an agendered human being who sees herself as neither. So, you know,
That's awesome.
Right? Between the two of us, we have equaled out to gender. All right.
Truly an all or nothing situation.
Listen,
True.
it,
What would I even want from you? Mean streak. Okay, mean
that's what
streak
you
would be
want.
so funny.
mean streak is funny. The more enemies you kill, the higher damage bonus you get.
Yeah.
We're
Which
only
is-
yeah, helpful.
Which is great right now.
Yeah.
Hi there.
Hello again.
No.
We don't have time to talk.
Yeah.
Zach.
No, it's stabby time.
Give me the poke.
Okay.
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 Phrasing "Give me the poke" was not my best choice here.
Okay. Oh.
Okay.
No, it's
Okay. Last one. Let's go. I got you, bro.
Oh my god.
That's 2. Give it up, everybody.
That's time. That's time. Oh my goodness, Sarah.
You stole her gender
oh,
based
it's
self.
little sweaty there at the end.
Yeah, me too.
I got like 7 different heart attacks this round.
Yeah, so that's fighting Zag on White Antler. So you should pick that up. It's a nice, easy category to get into. I promise you, it's only like a 3-minute category, but that's only if you get Zag. who does not always
Gender
like to show up.
singularity stole
Anyway,
their sister's gender.
with that,
Mom said it's my turn with the gender.
I think we're good.
Gender ultimate.
I want to take a second to
Zag fight's always so
shout out,
stressful.
I guess, a couple of people, try and make this as quickly as possible, because truly I cannot shout out everybody. But I really want to thank the Hades speedrunning community for pushing me ever higher, especially people like Webbs and Moip and Dark Omen and all the many other runners who are very, very incredible at this game. Who spur me on to do even better. I want to thank the Frame Fatales for being my Silver Sisters, who are like always here to
Have a
just
good night, Yosh.
amp me up
Thanks
and
for
make me feel like I
hanging.
can go even further. I want to thank my community, the Roar 104, because y'all mean the world to me for believing me and being here. Everybody on my couch, I want to thank Quacksilver as well. But most importantly, the person who I want to thank most is you. Because truly this event means nothing without you. And just 1 year ago, I was behind that camera, sitting on my couch, watching things and thinking, God, I want to be there. As somebody who is NB and had not started transitioning at this time last year, I thought, I'm not woman or speedrunner enough to be here, and now here I am. And you can do it too. And every single person in this room knows that you will be right here so long as you keep fighting. I promise you, we believe in you. Every single person in this room believes in you. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. And enjoy some Silk Song. Let's go!
I'm gonna mute this part here, but I just want to see the comments kind of made me want to play Moonlight Guide, y'all. Such a nice run to watch. Nice showcase. Together we shine. Fantastic run. This was so good. That's me. It's me. Yeah, just seeing banger outro. Thank you. That is my streamer. Thank you, Lucifer. Freak yeah. Yeah. I've said this before, but anytime I'm going on hotfix or like frame fatales or anything like that, I spend a lot of time thinking about my closing remarks and the things that I want to say. And so that's why I almost always ask my commentators to go first, because I don't know how much my commentators are thinking about their own closing remarks and what they want to say. Which is not to take a jab at anybody, but I know that I do my best when I'm thinking about the things that I want to say. I think about a lot of things that I really want to shout out. Particularly, like I want to make sure that I'm not just going up there doing a run and saying, "Hey, follow me." I want to make sure that I'm leaving people with some positivity. And like I want people to feel hopeful for things. I want people to feel inspired and motivated and fired up. I want them to have faith in themselves. But also I want to do my best to also know what comes after me, pay respects to my fellow runners as well as like my commentators and things like that. So like, admittedly, as some of you may know, for my day job, I spend the vast majority of my day job driving. And while driving isn't entirely mindless, like it's something that you have to dedicate some thinking to. It does give you a lot of time to think about things, and so I usually spend at least the week before a run thinking about it while I'm working, and it's like what is the most important thing for me to talk about in that moment, and so I kind of thought about it, and when I was going for the closing remarks on this one, um, uh, one of the things I wanted to focus on was I kind of thought about what's something I wish I had heard when I was, at my low point. What is something that I wish I had known, and so then I was like, yeah, that's what I gotta say, because like, for me, when I'm at my lowest points, the thing that I want the most is for people to believe in me, and as somebody who is like a words of affirmation human being, I often need to hear it. It's not something you just convey through actions or anything. I need to physically hear people say that they believe. Um, and so that's why I was like, up there, I want to make sure that anybody who felt the same way I did knows that there's a vast community of people who they haven't met yet, but still would believe in them wholeheartedly. Um, so anytime somebody watches that video, anytime somebody watches that run, I hope that's able to help motivate some people. And I mean, I've already been told by a handful of individuals that has helped, and that's more valuable than any world record, in my opinion. Like, one of the things that like almost made me cry was seeing new fatals pop up in the Discord and saying that my closing remarks are what inspired them to join. That that means the world to me, and I only hope that I can keep inspiring people like that. Anyway, that's that's the end of that run. Those Zag fights were actually pretty intense. Support main, my goat. You know that's what I am. I've always been a support main. Thank you, Webs. Yeah, those Zag fights were pretty good, I gotta say. Like, I remember very much thinking at that time, like, particularly on that first one. Yeah, have a good night, Webs. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna be calling it quits soon, too, anyway. This video's already long as fuck. But, one of the things I remember thinking about was night-night. Thanks for hanging out. One of the things I was thinking about was, in that first run, we got through Zag's whole first health bar without losing a Death Defiance, and I thought, I'm gonna make this look easy. And then he fucking whooped my ass, and I was like, no, 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 not easy, not easy, not easy. Anyway, that second one was pretty good too. I think the second one was actually very flashy kind of anime at times. It felt more of a trade back and forth, like we were doing damage to each other in like good intervals. But yeah. With all that said, that is that is the wrap up of our AGDQ Hades run. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I hope you liked hearing some more about the background and the extra thought that might not be there, obviously from like the surface and stuff like that. And it was nice for me at the very least to see the chat responses to things. Like, felt very validating seeing people excited for the petting the dog. Because admittedly, that was a piece of that run that I thought was extremely challenging, and yet I also felt like I wasn't wowing people with it. So it was kind of nice to see that. But anyway, thank you for watching this super long recap video. Hope you had a wonderful time. I gotta go to bed, and so I'll catch you later. Thanks again for all your support, and we will catch you early next week for Silk Song. Bye!